so fast. And every moment counts, baby, I don't wanna miss a thing. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, or hang out in hotel bars, driving somewhere in your car. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, under the stars. Take my hand, and we don't need to do the things we don't want to do.
Hey guys, this is Raka and welcome to the Streamer Reviews, where gaming streamers gonna review the best new gaming laptops in the market. And today we are looking at the Intel powered Asus ROG Zephyrus S17, a laptop which stands for its amazing multitasking capabilities. As a streamer, I need my system to stream, game, record all at the same time. Having tested it, I'm quite thrilled that this laptop can actually handle it. And if you're wondering how, it is all thanks to the 11th gen Intel Core i9 processor, which gives your laptop a desktop caliber performance. With 8 cores, 16 threads and Intel Turbo Boost Max technology 3.0, it is capable of running several tasks without worrying about bottlenecks. So multitasking also leads to some heating issues, but luckily the S17 has its active aerodynamic system plus, which improves the airflow and enables long hours of streaming while keeping it cool. While choosing for a laptop, I also look for fast connectivity options for my accessories such as Stream Deck and capture card. But thankfully, the S70's Intel Thunderbolt 4 is very sorted in this regard. This one port lets me connect to all my accessories easily thanks to its blazing fast bandwidth speed up to 40 Gbps. Overall, I think the Asus Zephyrus S17 is a great laptop for streamers, gamers, or anyone with the similar needs. So what are you waiting for? Bring yours home today.
Hi guys, this is Zaya and welcome to Streamer Reviews, where gaming streamers review the best new gaming laptops. Gamers are an impatient bunch and I've got a laptop just for you. Let's look at the top 3 reasons why the Acer Predator Helios 300 is perfect for the impatient gamer. Number 1. Its 11th gen Intel Core i7 processor, which brings out the potential of the GPU's high-speed GDDR6 memory to ensure faster experience with higher frame rates and lower latency. Gamers hate long load times. That's why our second reason is the Helios 300's 2 TB PCIe SSD. The SSD operates at PCIe Gen 4 speeds, giving you incredible read-write speeds for a faster response time. If all this wasn't enough, check out reason number 3. The 5th gen Aeroblade 3D technology plus Vortex Flow, which lets you say goodbye to heating issues. Shout out to the Predator Sense dashboard, which lets you monitor your system, overclock, and customize everything instantly from one place. I think it's clear that this system is geared for super fast results. Get your Acer Helios 300 powered by 11th gen Intel Core processor now.
Welcome everyone to Intel presents the Esports Club Challenger Series powered by Cosmic Byte. You currently are watching the upper bracket quarterfinals for South Asia. Oh, sorry. Well, for now, mix for South Asia and Southeast Asia. I'm still thinking about the qualifiers, Assassin. But now, yeah, we have entered into the mixed form of competition, and it is going to be the best competition. Already, we have seen Action PH against Global Esports take place. Action PH, they took the win. Global, they have been pushed down into the lower brackets, and today as well, we bring to you another set of an exciting best of 3.
Absolutely. I mean, the match at hand, which we are going to discuss as we move in over towards today's matchups, we're going to be seeing the side of who is it going to be? Drum rolls? Well, okay, never mind. You know what? It's right in front of your screens. Morph Impact going up against the side of Team Exploit, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, an amazing matchup after that extravagant game that we had at 1 p.m., right? Action PH versus the side of Global Esports.
Exactly.
It's an absolutely amazing one, if I'm not wrong. Had a lot of great moments in that game as well. As the information got relayed by our lovely co-casters. But yeah, I mean, the 5 p.m. match, it's going to be even more insane as Morph Impact going to be going up against the side of Team Exploit. Morph Impact is an Indonesian roster. Team Exploit hailing from Pakistan, one of the best teams, if not If not, I mean, they are the best
At
team
the
in my
moment,
opinion.
from
Yeah,
from
at the
Pakistan, they are the
moment,
best.
they are the best team from the side of Pakistan, and after them is Salt Esports, if I'm not
Salt.
wrong. So yeah,
Yeah.
Exploit going up against the side of Morph Impact. It's going to be absolutely insane, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys have got your cans of Red Bull ready and also your snacks, because this one is going to go the distance. Let's move it over towards the side of the brackets now. Take a quick look at what exactly happened throughout today's day number 1 of the playoff stage. So after the match between Action PH and the side of Global Esports, you're seeing Action PH are going to be moving forward in towards the upper brackets and Global Esports down to the lower brackets. Now, the second game at hand, Morph Impact versus the side of Team Exploit. Whoever's going to win is going to face off against the side of Action PH, and the loser is going to face off against the side of Global Esports in the lower bracket. So, a lot is at stake right now. In my opinion,
Very true.
if you do win and go up against the side of Action PH, make sure you guys have watched the WOD against the side of Global Esports, right? Action PH was the side of Global Esports. I mean, there's a lot to learn over there as well. This entire brackets, right? This entire playoff stage is just absolutely insane coming out from all of these teams. And I feel as if, teams like Enigma and FS Esports, let's hope that they have done their homework against Alter Ego and Fallen 5, because they are no joke.
Absolutely. And today as well, Team Expert Morph Impact. The thing is, both of these teams have never faced off against each other. We have never seen Morph Impact against Expert. And this is what I love about the Challenger series. You have Southeast Asian rosters, you have South Asian rosters as well. Not necessarily always the best who are playing in Riot official tournaments as well, but also just like almost at the peak of the best. That's the thing. And that's the case with, FS Esports, Expert, Enigma, who have fought their way through the open qualifiers amongst hundreds of teams, and they have secured a spot here. Just like for Southeast Asia as well. Action PH, Impact, Alter Ego, Fallen 5, again, teams who necessarily we won't see every single day, but I'm sure the Southeast Asian crowd must be aware of them as well. Now we all will be. They are amazing players. We have already seen the damage they can deal, as Action PH won that BO3 2-0 against Global. So now Morph Impact, can they continue on the streak of dominance for Southeast Asia, or will Team Exploit, the only team hailing from Pakistan right now, representing their country amongst this pool of 8 squads from different countries and regions and whatnot, they have to keep their name up. They have to make a name for themselves. And now I'm thoroughly excited for what's going to happen. Even with the loser, going to lower bracket as well, whatever happens, it's going to be an interesting match. But for now, the match at hand is going to be Exploit versus Morph Impact. Let's have a look at Exploit as well, because talking about Team Exploit, we know these guys very well. We know how they like to play, their performances, the maps they prefer, and the agent selection as well. They have a standard set of agents that they would honestly prefer a lot, and then based upon that, we can see them working around it if they intend to.
Absolutely. I mean, King, Shooter, Pokemon, Shaka, Soulmate, and HSB. All of these players from the side of Team Exploit, especially Shooter, is just insane. And who sets up Shooter for success? It's the side of HSB, Shaka, Soulmate, all of these amazing support coming out from the side of Exploit. So yeah, all in all, this unit is a well-oiled machine. If played correctly, I feel as if Exploit can just easily take down the side of Morph Impact. But again, we know for a fact that Morph Impact are no less. So we are going to be taking a look at the side of Morph Impact as well after the side of Exploit is finished. Yep, there you go. Morph Impact right in front of your screens. Okay, it's Hey NF, Nay, ZM King. We've got Fat Penguin, Friznats, and Raph. So interesting lineup coming out from the side of Morph Impact. Yes, go ahead, CCV.
Now, I want to point out that, Shooter for Exploit was on the left side and Friznats is on the right side. But these are the two players everyone has to look out for. People who are already aware about Team Exploit and have seen them play in other tournaments, whatever, you will know about Shooter. People who are aware about Morph Impact, you will know about Friznats. These are going to be the two top dog duelists, entry fraggers for the day. And their fights are going to be the main, because their statistics, Shooter, we completely know he's going to play the Jet, nothing else. That is for certain. For Frizz, he can opt for any other agent if he would like. I'm still not certain about that. But what I do know is, as soon as this guy gets his hand on any firearm, on any gun, he can deal damage. Right now, both Shooter and Friznats, in the past a couple of months, they have been playing competitive Valorant against various forms of teams, locally and internationally. They have been maintaining like a dead average of like a kills per round and average damage that they have been dealing in terms of statistics. So looking at this on paper, remember, both Shooter and Frizz are equally matched. And when I say equally matched, I thoroughly mean equally matched because the numbers are extremely, extremely close. So these two people, they are always going to be the ones to look out for. But if you look at it from a finer point of view, it's going to be the four members around them as well, using their utility, like you mentioned, Assassin, facilitating all of those plays, helping them execute and, frag out of their minds. Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, the side of Morph Impact, I feel as if Fritznats, if he is going to be, just given that right amount of support, just like Shooter, of course, he is going to be able to do quite a lot against that of Exploit. Now, it's going to be a very even battlegrounds. Both of these teams, we've got the introduction for them. But what exactly are going to be the battlegrounds? So let's move over to the map veto and take a quick look at what are the maps that are going to be played in this best of 3 matchup between both of these teams. So starting things off, we are going to be seeing the map of Icebox, which is picked by the side of Exploit. We know Exploit love to play the map of Icebox, and they're so potent on this map. Morph Impact are going to be starting off on the defense on the map of Icebox. Then we're moving over towards Ascent, which is picked by Morph Impact. Exploit on the defense there once again, and the decider is going to be Breeze. Let's just hope that we don't really go to the map of Breeze, because if you are an Exploit fan, you're going to be a little bit disappointed on the map of Breeze, because Exploit, the last time I saw them in Breeze, they did not have a healthy result. So yeah, if you're a Morph Impact fan, of course, if it goes to the map of Breeze, you're going to be happy. But the thing is, Icebox. Yeah, go ahead.
No, with Breeze, it's still, the thing is, Assassin, both of these teams don't like Breeze. That's the thing. Both of these teams are not a major fan of Breeze. For Exploit, you mentioned, and it's the same case for Morph Impact as well. They have played the map of Breeze like 5-6 times, almost as much as Exploit have played it. So that's my favorite thing, that though both of these teams have never faced off against each other, this is the first time playing against each other. On paper, they are the two most equal teams I can see in the entire brackets. Equal in the sense of their players and their performances, but also in the maps. For both of these teams, I think this is going to be a fight on all 3 fronts. I don't think it's going to be Icebox because it was chosen by Exploit means that Exploit will win. Ascend, it was chosen by Morph, they will take it. No, Icebox for both of these teams is a classic mid-tier map. A map which they don't get a chance to play too often, but when they do, they perform very well. Ascend is the highest played map, the most experienced map for both Impact and Exploit. So it is the most experienced map. And then Breeze, well, apart from Fracture, is the least experienced map for both of the teams. So on paper, very, very equal scores. So I genuinely don't know that what exactly the fans should be expecting or what exactly the players should be expecting as well. More importantly, heading into all 3 of these maps, it can be any story. Anyone can take it. And that brings a whole new level of excitement, in my opinion.
Absolutely. I mean, the map of Icebox is going to be full of adrenaline, CCV. I'm not even going to lie. Both of these teams are really good on the map of Icebox, especially the side of Exploit. And the side that you have to look out for the side of Exploit is their defense. I mean, attack.
Yes.
Of course,
yes.
Shooter is going to be a menace on the attack, but the defense, that is where the side of Exploit, they shine. And I believe the side of Morph Impact, if they're not going to be ready, if they have not done their homework against the side of Exploit, they're in for a big disappointment. But hopefully, I believe as if, if they can just play their default side, Morph Impact might be able to, give back the side of Exploit a little bit of a surprise themselves as well. It is going to be coming down to who exactly is going to have the momentum right off the bat. If Exploit go ahead and read out the side of Morph Impact and how exactly they love to play, then maybe we are going to be seeing the side of Morph Impact having a little bit of a problem. But Exploit, I believe that they are not only a momentum-based team, but at the same time, if Shooter gets a grip of the entire match, I mean, if he is in that zone, there's a particular zone. So I'm not really sure if you guys have watched Kuroko no Basuke. There is a specific thing in that anime that when these guys, Kuroko no Basuke, it's an anime about basketball. So there's all of these players when they get into that zone, right? There's nothing that can stop them. They're just absolutely unstoppable, and that is exactly what. Exactly. That is exactly what Shooter becomes when he gets into that zone. He's just unstoppable. No bullet can penetrate him, and you absolutely can't see him coming. He's just going to dash into the side. He's just going to be flying around, and all you can see is your teammates falling down to the ground. So that is something that you need to be careful about. Shut down Shooter as much as possible. Don't let him get into that zone, because if he is in that zone, then he's just going to be absolutely unstoppable.
Can you say the name of the anime again? It's fun to pronounce.
It's Kuroko no Basuke, but yeah.
Very fun to pronounce. I'll
I know.
practice that after the stream. But
It's a
yeah, I
great
have
anime,
to
by the
agree
way. You
with
should
you.
watch it. It's an amazing anime. You should watch it.
Okay, I'll take a suggestion, sure. But I
Absolutely.
agree with you 100%. If the teams can shut, we have seen this multiple times in other tournaments from other teams participating in the brackets as well. That if you can shut down the star player, like the jet, the operator, the dive agent, whatever you want to call them, if you can shut them down, and by shutting them down, yeah, round after round, as the initial or the second kill, if they die, then not only does it lead to the frustration of the player, because that player knows how valuable they are. As the entry fragger, I'm sure they know that how much a kill matters for them and how much their performance matters. And if they are not able to deliver, that leads to like the same frustration in the player and in the team as well. Because then obviously the pressure of getting those kills falls onto the other four members who necessarily isn't their objective to kill. Their objective can be hold down the bomb site using your utility, initiate those frags, use your Sova drones, Sky Trailblazers, flashes, etc. to let the entry fragger get in. But if the entry fragger is not there, then that responsibility falls onto those four members, and that is another layer of added extra pressure. So both Morph Impact and the side of Exploit have to be extremely aware of this, and they've got to realize that with two star fraggers on the board, keeping their life like safe and having them get frags and having them have a good performance is extremely valuable for their side.
Yep, Morph Impact. Information is going to be the name of the game for them because the side of Exploit are starting off on the attack. Morph Impact are going to be on the defense to start things off with the map of Icebox. So information is something that they really need in order to shut down the side of HSB and Shooter. Because both of these guys have an amazing combo play, and once they both activate themselves, it's just going to be a brawl on whatever sides they go on to. So yeah, the side of Exploit, I believe they're going to slowly start the map of Icebox. I feel like they still haven't got a grip at how exactly Morph Impact play, right? So it is going to be a little bit of a tension at the start coming out from the side of Exploit, but eventually later down the line, I believe is things are going to get much, much better once they know how Morph Impact like to play on the map of Icebox, especially on the defense. Then the second half is going to be it's going to be another play altogether. So that is going to be figured out later by the side of Morph Impact as well as by the side of Exploit. But the first half, getting the pistol is very, very important for both of these teams because, again, momentum is something that you really need on the attack side of Icebox. I mean, I know for a fact that Icebox is an attacker side of map, but still, if you really lose out that pistol round, you tend to lose another round behind that, and you'll only be getting yourself the full by the third round. But you are not going to be so sure about the fact that you can still get that third round because Morph Impact, they might just come in with a little bit of a surprise. So all in all, Exploit, getting this special round is very, very important for them. And so is it for the side of Morph Impact. I believe the side of Morph Impact, I did do a little bit of homework. I feel as if they love to go in for that single duelist, double initiator, and a sentinel, if I'm not wrong. So yeah, really excited to see what exactly the agent selection is going to be looking like. Yeah.
I would say that is perfectly fine and actually, like applicable for both Ascent and Breeze. But for Icebox, now that you have brought up compositions, now I'm starting to think as the controller, both teams are going to go on the Viper. There's just no denying that. That's plain and simple, done and dusted. But other compositions, are we going to see an Astra Viper? Preferably not. Double Sentinel can take place on the map of Icebox, but seeing as how these teams can focus more on their kills and focus more on their frags, we can absolutely expect like Double Duelist to be on the board as well. I genuinely think Double Duelist can be a viable strategy, although if either one of these teams they want to play strategically, then yes, Double Sentinel, Killjoy and Sage can be the way to go, as it always, and as in most cases it is the case with Icebox. But other than that, Double Duelist can be pretty interesting. It's just a matter of preference, and that in there is where the difference can lie. What if XYZ team, or for example, what if Exploit go for Double Duelist but Morph Impact go with a Double Sentinel? What changes are those going to lead to? Obviously there are going to be changes, but what consequences do they lead to come the entire actual match and once the players have to start playing against each other? These are the kind of things which can only be answered, once we head into the agent selection screen, which I know everyone is excited for. Trust me, the only reason I am very excited right now is because for the first time ever, we are going to see these two teams. For the side of Exploit as well, arguably the best team right now in Pakistan, and Morph Impact as well, an up and coming prominent, not even an up and coming, a prominent team from Indonesia. Because we are seeing them against each other for the first time, that is why my excitement is just out of bounds right now.
Absolutely. I was just getting a little bit of a check as well onto the server lobby, what exactly is happening. Waiting for the final player to come in from the side of Exploit, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, it is going to be the final player from the side of Exploit who is remaining right now. He is going to join really soon, and as soon as he's going to be in, going to be jumping straight in towards the match and the agent selection as well. But yeah, in the meantime, what you guys can do is definitely browse some of the amazing deals that the side of Cosmic Byte have got for you. They've got an amazing set of accessories, not accessories, peripherals as well. Is the link down in the description below. But at the same time, you guys can also check out the beast, the ultimate beast of a gaming laptop powered by Intel processors, Core i5, Core i7, and Core i3, coming out from the 11th gen of Intel processors. It's just absolutely insane, and I'm not even gonna lie. It's just something that you have to experience yourself, right? It's so intense, and it's just absolutely fantastic that you can't just say it out. You can't. You just have to experience it hands on. So please walk in towards any Intel store and just experience yourself Intel powered gaming laptops. At the same time, I believe the match is going to be ready really, really soon. But before we jump straight in towards it, I want to ask you something, CCV. Predictions.
Ask me a very toughie. It's a toughie right
Yep.
now. Yeah, because look, I'm a very rational, on paper, statistical kind of person. I'm not sure. I don't want to include factors such as player performance, momentum, all of that. And looking at this from an on paper perspective, I think it's going to be Icebox will go the way of Exploit, but narrowly. I'm talking 13-9, 13-10, 13-11. Overtime, not so much, but yeah, 13-9, 13-10, 13-11. And Exploit win this. Ascent, I have no idea about. Ascent, I can't speak for anything. But what I can say is Icebox, I see Exploit winning it. That's my prediction for now.
Interesting. I mean, Icebox, I believe so as well. The side of Exploit should have it, but you never really know. Maybe the side of Morph Impact might make an impact onto the map of Icebox, and they might just be able to take down the side of Exploit. But it is yet to see. I mean, only time will tell if the side of Impact are gonna exploit all of these loopholes coming out from the side of Exploit. But anyways, enough wordplay. We are gonna be jumping straight towards the game really, really soon. Once again, let me just quickly get a confirmation. No, yeah, we are still waiting for Pokemon here. All right, then we're gonna be waiting for Pokemon. But in the meantime, CCV, what are your predictions for the side of Ascent? I mean, what do you think is the side of Expert going to do there? I mean, given their track record, yeah, I had to bring it up because given the track record, I feel as if the side of Exploit should not have a bad time, but at the same time, I believe they're not going to have that good of a time as well on the map of Ascent.
Yeah, for Ascent, it's not more about Exploit, it's more about Morph Impact. Because sure, yeah, we are still exploring, and we're still, as a South Asian audience, that I'm sure majority of the viewers here, the esports club are. If you're a Southeast Asian viewer, make sure you are subscribed and you keep in loop with more tournaments for South Asia and for Southeast Asia as well. But yeah, as the majority of the audience is South Asian, I myself being South Asian as well, I'm not entirely sure about Morph Impact. We all have seen Team Exploit players send multiple times, multiple tournaments, win, lose, everything under the sun. What we haven't seen is Morph Impact. And they have played this map. Like I said, this is one of their most played maps. So we haven't seen them very recently or in a tournament that is native to South Asia. Most of their tournaments have been local, Indonesian, a couple of Southeast Asian tournaments as well. Other than that, it hasn't been the case. So I'm still waiting to see what exactly Morph Impact bring to the table. Something tells me that it can be pretty interesting, but something also tells me that, exploit may just have this. But for now, what we do have is information that, yeah, Assassin, like you mentioned, on the player's Pokemon still taking a bit of a longer time connecting, having some back-end issues. Hopefully those are resolved. But until then, Assassin, we'll be taking a very, very short break. I know everyone's excited. I'm excited too. But till then, we will be taking an extremely short break. So stay tuned, keep watching, and we'll bring map number 1 right to you.
Hey guys, this is Raka and welcome to the Streamer Reviews, where gaming streamers gonna review the best new gaming laptops in the market. And today we are looking at the Intel powered Asus ROG Zephyrus S17, a laptop which stands for its amazing multitasking capabilities. As a streamer, I need my system to stream, game, record all at the same time. Having tested it, I'm quite thrilled that this laptop can actually handle it. And if you're wondering how, it is all thanks to the 11th gen Intel Core i9 processor, which gives your laptop a desktop caliber performance. With 8 cores, 16 threads and Intel Turbo Boost Max technology 3.0, it is capable of running several tasks without worrying about bottlenecks. So multitasking also leads to some heating issues. But luckily, the S17 has its active aerodynamic system plus, which improves the airflow and enables long hours of streaming while keeping it cool. While choosing for a laptop, I also look for fast connectivity options for my accessories such as Stream Deck and capture card. But thankfully, the S70's Intel Thunderbolt 4 is very sorted in this regard. This one port lets me connect to all my accessories easily thanks to its blazing fast bandwidth speed up to 40 Gbps. Overall, I think the Asus Zephyrus S17 is a great laptop for streamers, gamers, or anyone with the similar needs. So what are you waiting for? Bring yours home today.
Hi guys, this is Zaya and welcome to Streamer Reviews, where gaming streamers review the best new gaming laptops. Gamers are an impatient bunch and I've got a laptop just for you. Let's look at the top 3 reasons why the Acer Predator Helios 300 is perfect for the impatient gamer. Number 1. Its 11th gen Intel Core i7 processor, which brings out the potential of the GPU's high-speed GDDR6 memory to ensure faster experience with higher frame rates and lower latency. Gamers hate long load times. That's why our second reason is the Helios 300's 2TB PCIe SSD. The SSD operates at PCIe Gen 4 speeds, giving you incredible read-write speeds for a faster response time. If all this wasn't enough, check out reason number 3. The 5th gen Aeroblade 3D technology plus Vortex Flow, which lets you say goodbye to heating issues. Shout out to the Predator Sense dashboard, which lets you monitor your system, overclock, and customize everything instantly from one place. I think it's clear that this system is geared for super fast results. Get your Acer Helios 300 powered by 11th gen Intel Core processor now.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Intel Presents the Esports Club Challenger Series powered by Cosmic Byte. I'm your coach, Assassin47. On the desk with me is the real CCV, and we are all set and ready. Pokemon has joined the server. He had a little bit of a tech issue, and thus the delays. It's completely fine. It happens. I mean, I know for a fact that you guys have been craving to watch what exactly is going to be out of this particular matchup. Morph Impact going up against the side of Exploit and CCV. We have seen the map, Vito. The map is going to be the map of Icebox to start things off, and then we're going to be going into Ascent, and then the decider is going to be Breeze. Now, we are going to be jumping in towards the agent selection screen really, really soon, but CCV, I think you have something to say.
I can say anything.
Did I just okay, I did that. I threw you under the bus. But to be completely honest,
I don't know what to say.
Okay.
A plus B whole squared is A squared plus B squared plus 3.
We completely understand that you just gave your exam, so it's okay. But yeah, jokes aside, I threw you under the bus because I wanted you to tell me on how exactly do you think the attack is going to be coming out from the side of Exploit. Are we going to be expecting a breach and that jet combo coming out from the side of HSB and Shooter? Or is it going to be the standard HSB going on the Sage? We're going to be seeing a Viper coming out from Soulmate. We're going to be seeing Jet coming out from the side of Shooter. But I guess enough speculating. The agent selection screen is ready. So why don't we quickly jump straight towards that?
Yeah, for Icebox, I'd say it's going to be Sage and Jet. And for any other map, for Ascent, HSB can go on the breach. As a matter of fact, I would like him. But right now, HSB won't be playing. It's going to be Pokemon taking his spot at the moment. So we have got King, we've got Shaka, Shooter's always there, Pokemon and Soulmate to finish things off. Pretty interesting that Soulmate is not going for the Killjoy. Rather, that role is being given to King. That's interesting. You know, Soulmate, I do remember him playing a frequent bit of Killjoy, especially on the map of Split. But that role has changed. Looking over to Morph Impact, like I said, Frizz going to be on the Jet. That is going to be always interesting. Frizz versus Shooter. Everyone watching, look out for these two fraggers. We've got Ney, Reyna, so probably a double duelist. Pretty interesting. Raf on the Sova, you've got a Viper Sage. Again, pretty much locks out the entire composition. So double duelist is the name of the game for Morph Impact and for Exploit. Well, they are still thinking about it. They want to go for single duelist, double sentinel, and it looks like that's going to be the case. So yeah, Exploit are going to go entirely for their defense with 2 sentinels, and on their attack they may seem to struggle a bit. That is, if Shooter can find a lot of frags. If that happens, then they can put up a decent tally to counter Morph Impact. But it is going to be the defense of Team Exploit that they will be looking forward to.
Absolutely. It looks like a really good agent selection in my opinion. I feel as if both of these teams are going to be quite close. But I feel as if Morph Impact might just have a little bit more going on for themselves. I'm not really sure. I just am getting this inkling as to the side of Morph Impact having a little bit more going on for themselves because it's the exact same lineup. There's no change whatsoever. The only change is that we're going to be seeing a double duelist coming out from the side of Exploit and the side of double duelist coming out from the side of Impact and Exploit going in for just a single duelist and a Killjoy. So quite interesting. I really want to see how Impact are going to try and play around the defense without a Sentinel. I mean, of course, there is Sage, but to hold down the sides, such as a Cypher or a Chamber or even a Killjoy.
Certainly a Killjoy. Killjoy still holds a ton of, the majority of the market share in the Sentinel market right now, with the exception of a couple of maps such as Breeze and stuff. Apart from that, but yeah, Killjoy is still extremely dominant with the pick rate of Sentinels. So with that being said, yeah, I am really excited to see how this difference in composition is going to play out. Once we jump into other maps, Ascent more specifically, I think Ascent is going to have a mirror comp, maybe different agents, but it is going to be double initiator there for both of the squads as well, and a single duelist. Breeze, I don't want to talk about Breeze right now. It's a decider map. Let's get through map number 1 first, and then we can see where both of these teams stand in how they want to take up the map of Breeze or even Ascent. But for now, Icebox, really excited to see exactly what's going to happen. Morph Impact on the defense. And the thing is that the attack of Team Exploit is not the strongest. So this makes me think, Assassin, have Morph Impact opted for a double duelist just so that on their own defense, they can just win based on guns. And they know that the team experts attack doesn't matter a lot. So it's not going to be strategically that both of the teams will be playing in the first half. They will be playing much more on the basis of their frags. And as soon as a side swap happens, an expert will be playing on the basis of their strategy, their double sentinel play. That's when the double duelist of Morph Impact can shine, with both of those duelists going for kills and frags and just, walking into the bomb side. That can be a theory that I think Morph Impact may have applied. So that's why double duelist for them makes sense. But expert are playing their own game. They are playing it safe and sound. They've already seen that global esports have lost to Action PH, so they don't want to be another South Asian team falling down to the lower bracket and facing off against GE as well. So they don't want to do that, and that's why they themselves will be on their own game, on their own foot forward, and they'll be picking up the double sentinel.
Absolutely. I feel as if the side of Impact might just have a little bit more going on for themselves. The reason why I said this is because there were two duelists set up, right? And it might just come handy on towards the attack. And we all know for a fact that Icebox is an attacker-sided map. So it's going to be down to how exactly Exploit are going to play on their defense. We know for a fact that Exploit are a very, very important team on the defense side. They have an amazing defense setup on the map of Icebox. So all in all, this is going to be a very even battleground. We did mention this at the start of the map, Beto. And yeah, I just can't wait to see what exactly is going to happen in the match as well, because you never really know. It's an unpredictable game, Valorant. And as long as these players can just hit absolutely everything that they're aiming for, it should pretty much be fine. Because ability-wise, I feel both of these teams have got really, really good support players.
That is true. I do want to see, and I do want to focus on like the executions and the defenses of Icebox, because they are going to play hand in hand with how Ascent may work as well. Ascent, sure, your executions aren't going to be the same, but the retakes can be similar. The main difference in Icebox as compared to every other map is if you plant the spike on Icebox, you fall back. You don't stay in the bomb site, unlike Split, unlike Ascent, unlike Breeze. You fall back, and then play from the corners, from against the containers and stuff. And that is the problem for Icebox. I wouldn't call it a problem, but that's how things roll around here. So that's the main difference. But as a defense, as to holding down the attack, many of these theories, many of these playstyles that the teams will be opting for right now, both Morph Impact and Exploit, can be witnessed going on over to, the map of Ascent, even Breeze to an extent. So that's exactly what I want to see. I want to see the defenses, how they work, perhaps even the retakes, because we know for a fact that Exploit's defense on this map is extremely strong. And as soon as the second half rolls around, we can expect them to bounce back regardless of what the round difference was in half number one. Once that happens, they can start winning, and then Morph Impact, they're going to have to face the brunt of it. So Morph Impact build as big a lead as possible in half number one, then face the brunt of it for the initial few rounds of the second half, and then adapt to their playstyle and play around them. This is going to be their thinking, their theory, and for Exploit, they're just going to play their own game like I've been saying. They don't need to counter-strat too much. They know that themselves on the map of Icebox with their own playstyle, they're extremely strong and viable.
Absolutely. So I know you guys are wondering that why exactly aren't we going into the game? Well, we're getting a little bit of a surprise prepped up as well. We are just setting everything up. The players have asked for a little bit of a pause as well. So yeah, we're just going to be going straight in towards the game as soon as everything is live and ready. But until then, I believe what you guys should definitely do is go ahead and scan the QR code that is going to be popping up really, really soon. Actually, it's this side, my bad. And yeah, you guys should grab the cans of Red Bull, because this definitely is going to be a long game coming out from both of these teams. And you definitely don't want to go down on energy or that caffeine rush as well. I should definitely go ahead and check out Red Bull and grab one of the cans using the QR code that's going to be popping up really, really soon. There you go. It's right there. So yeah, please go ahead, scan the QR code, get your can of Red Bull. At the same time, check out the ultimate beast gaming laptops powered by Intel Core i5, i3, i7, even i9 11th gen processors, using the link down in the description below. Also, peripherals from the side of Cosmic Byte, don't forget, everything is linked down in the description below, so you guys should go ahead and check them out. But CCV, what I am going to say is the map of Icebox, in my opinion, is going to be something that the side of Exploit have to go ahead and, I believe, experience against the side of Impact. Because Morph Impact, as far as I know, they're a team that take their sweet time, but at the same time, they're very aggressive. Like, you would see some really good map control plays coming out from the side of Morph Impact. they're very aggressive in that way in terms of getting information and at the same time grabbing a lot of map control. You don't see that coming out from a lot of other teams, but Morph Impact, especially with their duelists being really, really aggressive, and that too in this case they've got 2 duelists. So we are going to be seeing amazing backstabs coming in from either the Reyna or the Jet, amazing lurks coming out from them. So it is all going to be really fascinating to see how exactly Morph Impact are going to play on the map of Icebox, and especially when they're starting off on the defense. They have to read this pattern coming out from the side of Exploit as to when exactly Exploit is going to hit where. So Exploit, they're a team that I've noticed don't really, play around the mid area a lot on their attack. I mean, they pretty much have that execute over towards A or B.
Yeah.
But mid is a region that only Shooter prefers to try and, get something done. Some cheeky plays coming out from the side of Shooter. But more than that, I don't really see a lot of mid exploits coming out from the side of Team Exploit. So that is something that the side of Morph can actually use against the side of Exploit. But only time will tell how exactly things are going to be. But for now, though, I believe it is going to be a very slow game, as I did mention at the start. And then later on, it's going to start heating up.
I would say the same for the best of 3 overall as well. Icebox is like I said, it's a mid-tier map for both of these teams. They've not played it too much, but it's also not one of their lesser played maps. It's straight down the middle. So this is going to be the testing ground for both of the teams to feel each other. It is one thing to, see the wards of Exploit or see the wards of Morph Impact. Both of these teams, they've played hundreds of matches, hundreds of maps, all of them broadcasted, different tournaments in South Asia, Southeast Asia, locally, internationally, all of that jazz. So, but it is one thing ward reviewing a team, and it is something completely different actually playing against them in a broadcasted setting with administrators and all the backend stuff and everything being set up. So that's the major difference right here. That irrespective of the ward reviews they've done, irrespective of the homework, because I think both of these teams, they should have done their homework thoroughly. After all, they are playing for $20,000 or approximately 15 lakh Indian rupees as we have moved on forward to the main event. Now they are playing for the cash prize. The qualifiers, they are over. Now it is just the money and the fame, attention, everything, and the pride as well that they are fighting for. But other than that, yeah, now that they're going to be facing off against each other very, very shortly, they have seen each other's compositions. They have seen how each other, they have already seen how each other play on paper, like on videos. But now the fact that they'll be facing off and those 10 players, they'll be against each other, one after the one, gunfight after gunfight, it is going to take a while for them to essentially rule out all of the kinks and to make sure that their team is the most optimized. And their team, I'm referring to both Exploit and Morph Impact, both of them, all 10 of the players, they've got to make sure that everything is ready. They've got to make sure everything is correct. As right now, we have made sure everything is ready. So finally, Assassin, after a small bit of delays, we can jump into the game. We can start the second best of 3 of today. Morph Impact up against Team Exploit, and the pistol round is just about to start right now.
Absolutely. I mean, after the hell of a delay, man. I mean, I completely understand. Pokemon had a little bit of a tech issue. He disconnected and then reconnected and disconnected. But it's completely fine. Hopefully, the infrastructure in Pakistan is going to be absolutely fine. And we are going to be moving straight in towards the game now. We're going to be seeing Shooter to try and get himself a frag here. King, on the other hand, gets himself 2. Not bad. Hits ANF. He's going to be right outside of that wall, and he might just get taken down. Shooter is looking to grab a couple of kills, but not happening. Raph is going to be the one to take him down instead, and with that, it's going to be a 4 versus 3 situation. The side of Morph, they really don't have a lot of players alive and kicking. King is going to go down as well. Courtesy crits. Yeah, I mean, 3 versus 3 situation. What do you think? Is the retake possible?
Depends on the next skill. Whichever team gets the next skill, for them it can be viable. And Shaka, he gets the drop onto Raph. There's Frizz, and Frizz, well, it's going to be, it's a getting that frag, and Frizz is still walking through it, but he has been spotted, caught off guard. Pokemon with 1, and now it's Snap all by himself. He has been spotted, spam fire goes through, and Pokemon gets the kill. So Exploit, on their attack, they win the pistol round. And this is great stuff, because now it means that Exploit, on their attack, a side in which they aren't the strongest, they have taken the pistol. Most likely they will be taking the anti-eco as well. So now with all of that being said and done, it means that they are ready to start off on the strongest foot forward. And once, as soon as the full buy comes, oh no, it's going to be a force buy coming from Morph Impact as well. So that is very interesting. With 3 marshals and a shorty, I am intrigued by what they're planning.
Well, the side of Team Exploit, they're going to be losing shooter right off the bat. Ney is going to be the one to go ahead and take him down. It's going to be an interesting buy coming out from the side of Morph, right? I mean, 3 marshals, they did point it out, so it's going to be quite interesting. Losing shooter wasn't the best at the start because we actually needed him in this round. The side of Exploit, I don't really know how the Vandal and the Phantom is going to help them out in the second round itself, but hey, God bless them. If they are going to be able to get this done, hits ANF right around the corner with the shot. He might just be able to get the frag. There you go. See with the face of Shaka blown apart, and we're going to be seeing one more coming in from ANF. He knows where exactly that player is. Go ahead and tag him down as well. Not a lot, though. Completely fine. King. Try and wait for Fat Penguin to make a move. Fat Penguin just behind the wall. But hey, Exploit, we've got a different plan altogether. The entirety of Morph Impact have made their way over towards B, but the actual take is coming in over towards A, CCB, and this is good. Side of Exploit, even though they are at a man disadvantage, I feel as if the side of Morph Impact are not going to be able to make it over towards the A side in time. Apart from Ney, of course. But I don't think so. A man can stop 3 behemoths running towards him.
And right now the spike is going to be planted. Everyone from Morph Impact is ready for the retake. Soulmate, he gets stuck to 17 HP, but that Vandal still kills. Now onto the classic. No, he's still on the Marshal, and Raf will get the frag. Now there's his teammate up towards rafters as well, holding the angles, and there goes Fat Penguin from behind. So this is an excellent retake scenario because all the members of Team Expert, they have been cornered off. Fat Penguin peaks, and now, well, Pokemon is the only person alive. He gets another kill, 24 HP. His shock dart will be fired. Tags down Ney. Has he? It is a half defuse. It is a half defuse. He's gone for it. There goes, and Ney gets it. The force buy works, and he will pick up the Vandal. 35 HP, and this thrifty round has favored Morph Impact extremely.
Absolutely, it did. I mean, you see a three marshal buy coming out from the side of Morph Impact, and you're like, okay, wait, what are these guys planning? And then they just go ahead and pull out the thrifty round. This is something that Morph Impact can only pull off. The side of Exploit, I'm gonna be deeply disappointed with what went wrong that round, and well, they're gonna try and eco this round, but I believe the Sheriffs might not be able to do the work. I'm not sure though. Let's see. Friznats is a really good position right here on top of the containers, and Soulmate.
There.
He's gonna wait for the wall to go down, and then he's gonna go in for the peak. Pokemon coming in with that shock dart. Try and drive anyone. Waiting in that corner. Morph. Gonna be seeing Fritz getting himself a frag. There's gonna be Pokemon going down. Might just be able to get himself both of these kills as well. All he has to do is just isolate himself into these individual one-on-ones, but finally Shooter takes him down. There's no escaping Shooter and his crosshairs, Frizz. But it's completely fine though. Frizz has done more than what he's supposed to do. Now Raph, it's gonna be down to him.
True.
In a 2 vs 3 situation, it's gonna be Raph to take down King. Spike plant denied. Shaka trying to go in for that plant now. It's gonna be Raph to once again go in for that white peak. He's gonna get the frag onto a Shaka, and there goes Shooter as well. To be honest, even though Morph Impact might have won this round, I believe the side of Exploit, they got everything that they wanted. They got the spike plant, they got 3 kills as well. What more do you want?
That is true, yeah, they have got that. And now heading into the next round as well, the economy of both these teams, well, it's going to be in an interesting position. I think Exploit can afford rifles, and armor utility, one of those has got to be a compromise. Either go for half armor, or you know, essentially go for like full utility, like one of the other two. So with that being said and done, still a favorable round for Morph Impact. They took the win. And I think this is going to be an extremely head-to-head matchup where we are going to be seeing a lot of like round after round wins for both of the teams. You know, they can be catching up to each other's differentials very quickly. So even a single round lead can mean a lot in the longer scheme of things. And that's why all 10 of these players have got to make sure that every single round is their level best, and they do not drop even for a second. So right now, yet again, as you were saying, Assassin, Team Expert, they like executing on a single bomb site, and that execution will be happening right now only. They have committed everything on towards B. The Viper Spit goes there. There goes the Sage Wall as well, but Raf gets the kill onto Shaka with the Hunter's Fury. You've got Frizz with the Blade Storm. He will be entering very soon. And Exploit, they're going to be using their lockdown as well. Frizz gets one. Now in towards the Viper's Pit. Shooter with another. He's just holding down the lockdown. Raf with a single kill. And down goes the Viper's Pit. It is aim 2 versus 0 as the lockdown. Well, it does detain the members of Morph Impact, but I think they have enough time. They should have enough time to defuse, yeah.
They have. There's absolutely no doubt whatsoever. The retake began as soon as the spike plant started, so it's good. It's all Gucci for the side of Morph Impact. And again, yet another flawless retake in my opinion. I mean, it was so beautifully choreographed. I feel as if the side of Exploit couldn't have done anything more.
They invested everything they had. You know, they had so much of their ultimates, the Killjoy lockdown, the Viper's Pit, but then came the Hunter's Fury and the Bladestorm from Frizz, and everything just worked. You can see a Frizz and Raf right now, you know, just tearing apart Raf more specifically. I was talking about Frizz versus Shooter, but no, it is the Sovas putting in the work. Pokemon as well for Exploit and Raf for Morph. Okay, it's now Sova versus Sova that everyone has to look out for apparently.
Well, Nay runs up a frag, he's gonna fall back. That is gonna be the devilish laugh coming out from the side of the Reina on that Empress. Nay, he has to be careful. Shaka is right around the corner, but Shaka is not peeking. They should go in for this fight against Nay, but Nay is gonna get taken down 80 points of health. That's gonna shock down, and with that, we're seeing Nay trying to go ahead and maybe try spamming through that wall. Maybe try and deny that resurrection. But he's not going to be able to stop it. It's going to be back towards a 5 versus 5. And with 58 seconds left on the clock, Exploit have a choice to make here, whether to move in over towards A or to just rotate back to B. But with Shooter and King both getting a frag each, it should pretty much be an A take coming out from the side of Exploit. It's going to be down to Nay on how exactly he's going to be able to make things happen. But Frizz gets absolutely deleted, and Nay once again, he stands tall for the side of Morph Impact. Nay is looking for a frag here, one more frag, or maybe just trying to stop the spike plant. Take down Soulmate as well, and he has brought it down to a 2 versus 3. Make it a 1 versus 3 now as it's a NF. So they go ahead and face off against the side of HSB. But hey, Shaka is not going to let Nay get any more. Shaka is like, enough is enough, Nay. You've got a lot of done. Go towards the A side. Just have to stop for a little bit. 25 seconds on towards the action phase for the next round. That is round number 6. And we already are at a situation where Morph Impact don't have money going for a buy here, but they're still gonna try and string together a buy.
This is the first, like, one of the very few games where ultimates are being used frequently. And by frequently, I mean round after round, we are going to hear the sound of an Empress or a Hunter's Fury or a Resurrection or a Viper's Pit. And I do really like that. The more of these, you know, ultimates we are seeing, the better it will be. But in this case, it is amazing. An amazing start for the side of Team Expert. They get 2 kills early on. There goes Nay, heavily tagged as well. Another kill. Yeah, this is an eco round. Raf, he does get 1, and Shooter takes him down. So it's going to be a quick done and dusted round. Expert will neutralize the score extremely quickly as it's a... Well, he has got the Spectre. He is looking for a flank. A single kill and he should be happy, but there's someone right around the corner that he won't be checking. Now he misses to check, and Shaka, he gets the headshot.
So with that, we are going to be seeing an even scoreboard, a tie 3-3 as we move in over towards round number 7. A full buy coming out from both of these teams, especially the side of Morph Impact. They need this. And the side of Exploit, they are looking pretty darn well for now though. If they're going to win one more round, that is going to be economic game secured for the side of Exploit. They don't have to worry even if they lose a round.
True, extremely true. That, yeah, Exploit at the moment, they don't have to think about that. They can just focus on this round. They can focus on frags and go in whenever they like. And again, what I was talking about, economy and stuff, yet again, we see the Viper's Pit being initiated right at the start of the round towards A to lock down that part of the bomb site. Shaka now as the Sage all alone. Well, right behind him is going to be the Viper. So both of these guys going through tube. And I don't think Morph Impact are aware of this yet. Pokemon though, he does get the kill onto Hey NF. That is great. I mean, yeah, just with the shock dart came out of nowhere really. But still, you've got Soulmate. Oh, Soulmate unfortunately misses his shots. And that allows Fat Finger to get 1 kill as Nay, he gets 1, but he has been detained. He will be killed by King. Now Fat Penguin peeking that corner. Now he loses his life to Pokemon and Morph Impact yet again in a 2 versus 2 scenario actually. Raph, after losing his life, puts the pressure all down to Frizz, who will be going in slowly. He sees someone, he gets the headshot, and now the 1 versus 1 scenario.
Well,
And
Shaka, he's gonna win
Shaka,
it.
yeah.
I mean, he had a better position, right? So, even though the Jet had the vantage point, it doesn't really matter. In that position, Shaka had absolutely everything going on into his favor.
Exactly, yeah. Shaka just being in that corner, it was great stuff. And again, plus you have that final flick that he landed. Again, beautiful flick. Not headshot, but you know what? I don't think he'll mind. He still gets the kill and he damages the economy of Morph Impact yet again, forcing them to go on that triple Marshall Sheriff upgraded pistols by an exploit. On their attack, they are looking very potent. So it is looking great for them as NF, he misses his shots right now. Still going for the headshot. Now he doesn't want to take the risk. So yet again, Team Exploit forcing 5 members, flooding them into the bomb site as it's going to be the Sheriff of Frizz getting that opening kill onto Shooter. So good stuff. And the attackers yet again have to make that choice, whether they still focus on the bomb site or they fall back.
I feel as if Nay gonna be seeing him maybe get himself a frag with that Marshall. Because the players from the side of Exploit, they are going to fully commit in over towards this B side. Shaka is gonna try and stick the plant, and Frizz is not gonna be able to do anything to stop it. Yeah, Spike is gonna be planted. Should pretty much be the 5th on the board for the side of Exploit, but I believe the side of Morph Impact, they should be able to grab a couple of kills before this round gets over. Yeah, there you go. They're going to be able to get 2. So that's not bad at all for an eco. If they can get 1 more. I thought that Raph almost pulled the trigger, but he did not. So, yeah. 2 is all that they are going to get. And it's okay. It's fine. 5th on the board coming out from the side of Exploit. And Exploit, they have got the momentum right now, CCB. And I really, really want to see the side of Exploit keep going with this.
On attack more so. I mean, I'm still going to come back to this point that on attack, yeah, Exploit are looking extremely potent. One can only imagine what happens on defense once they switch over. And right now we can see that, Morph Impact, serious faces right there. They can go for another buy. They are going to invest every bit of the credits that they have. Yeah, they're going to go for the full buy. But right now, the side of Morph Impact, they still have to deal with this 5-man defense. And I think this is what they're looking for. And this is what they're failing at. That they don't have the necessary manpower to deal with 5 members. And Frizz, he gets an excellent kill onto Shooter. In the previous round, he got the frag. And yet again, the Jet of Morph Impact kills the Jet of Team Exploit. So this is going to keep on going on for all 3 maps potentially. As right now, we are going to go into another retake. And it's going to be the Viper Spit right now. Soulmate actually firing off and being executed towards the A bomb side. As Raph has been spotted and King spots him. Again, they're just going for spam fires. But Fat Penguin, he can deal damage. Wait, did Pokemon not see him? Or did he not see Pokemon? Now he spots Pokemon, but Pokemon gets the kill. Again, missing the shots. Frizz as well dies on top of that area. And Fat Penguin, he does get 1 kill, but he's the only person alive. King will finish things off.
Well, I thought that the side of Morph Impact are going to be able to get something done, but nope. Their full buy is not going to yield them any results. So yet another eco coming out from them, and you can see in the replay as well. Side of Team Exploit just absolutely obliterated the side of Morph Impact, and yeah, it's going to be 63. I believe it's the side of Exploit. Still doing really, really good on their attack. If they can just grab themselves 2 more rounds, make it 8. It's going to be a win for the side of Exploit.
Totally can be, and right now, again, it's an aggressive eco this time from Morph Impact. So they're like, we're not going to wait for Exploit to flood us. We will flood them. And here, it already pays off its dividends as Shaka is the first one to fall. Fat Penguin spots more. King taking the gunfight. Oh, that's a great kill, but he's down to 50 HP. More so, a single bullet from the Sheriff of Fat Penguin. And that may just lead to his death right now. As the other members of Exploit, they're ready for a B take. But 3 Morph Impact members wait for their arrival right here. And Fat Penguin gets another kill. Not only that, but he revives Name. So Morph Impact right now on this eco, they're leading with a 5v3.
Yeah, Morph Impact. For now though, we are going to be seeing the side of Exploit try and get themselves a couple of frags before going in for this plant. And Shooter He saved Soulmate. Wow. That was so beautiful. I did not even think that shooter was going to be able to make that shot, but he did. That was through the Viper's wall. So that's clean. Hey, but are the side of Exploit going to see this backstab coming in from both of these players from the side of Morph Impact? Oh yeah, they are. So despite having that advantage, Morph Impact are not going to be able to do much. It's going to be the side of Exploit. Just, on the board with 7 rounds and yeah, side of Morph Impact. They need to find their fourth.
Certainly do, yeah. It has been a while, and you know what I was saying about like a 1v1, like just like a round after round after round, both the teams winning. Well, that is not the case right now. Exploit for the previous 6 rounds, as a matter of fact, they have won them consecutively, and this is the last hope for Morph Impact. This is the final buy of the first half. If they don't win this, then we can see a 9-3 happening. But other than that, they should win this. A 7-5 is still extremely likely. So, and a 7-5 won't be too bad. It will be a bit, but this is a little better for Morph Impact. Great start for Name as he falls back into tube towards kitchen, and now it's going to be Team Exploit still looking for a way to execute. This is not the Exploit's regular strat. You know, usually they have like 5 members on a specific area. This is more of a split push, and it is still working as Soulmate King. They get kills. The Killjoy lockdown goes through from Exploit on towards the A bomb side, but I think it may just be a fake. As a matter of fact, it will be a fake with the spike going over to B.
Nowhere to run.
So, Frizz, you're gonna be seeing. Ouch. Okay then, well that happened. Frizz was not ready for Shooter's advanced position over towards the B mains area, and that is gonna lead to that demise of him losing that operator along with his life. We're seeing Shooter might just be able to get the frag on towards the Sage. Yes, he does. What a flick! And Fat Penguin gets absolutely crushed and destroyed. All comes out of the server. 1 versus 4. Should be the 8th on the board for the side of Exploit, and this is just fantastic news. And Pokemon finds his nemesis. There goes Raph, getting sucked by all the corpses that Reaver Vandal has taken down before. Yeah, I mean, 8-3. This is looking really good. I mean, I did not expect this. I thought that Morph Impact are going to be able to pull together 5 or 6 rounds on their defense.
True. But yeah, in this instance, not completely sure, you know, what exactly is happening with them. Maybe the second half holds more to avail, as right now the final round of this half, economy won't matter, buy whatever you can. I'm still liking that none of these teams are like saving up there, so like we aren't seeing like 4 ultimates on board or 5 ultimates on board. It's always been 2, 1, maybe even 3, but they're regularly using their ultimates. I really like that, and they're using it usefully as well. In this case, the Hunter's Fury, it does spot Shaka, and Ruff could have gotten the kill, but no. Exploit yet again, they take free A bomb side control, and they take the opening kill. Now they can plant the spike as Pokemon gets a double from attacker spawn on towards its Hay and Frizz. And yet again, Morph Impact, they are not looking extremely strong. You know, they've got 2 members, but they are outnumbered 2-1.
Nay, try and move in over towards the Bell's position. Might just be able to get himself the frag onto a Shaka, but no, Shaka heard him out. Shaka heard him jumping down from the Bell. Shaka knows where exactly Nay is. He's going to try and keep his eyes on him. It's going to be a 2 versus 4. We know that, but is Nay aware of the fact that Shaka is on top of Bell? No, he's not. Shaka messes up that spray down, and with that, Shooter is going to be the one to fantastically finish that round in style with the right-click Bladestorm. That's going to be the 9th on the board. And you know what time it is, CCV? It's the 9-3 curse.
There was no need to even bring. There was no need. Yesterday, it didn't even happen. It didn't even happen in the South Asian qualifiers. FS still won. There was no curse.
But, I mean, you know, SATUS did bring up 11 rounds on Breeze. So.
Sure. No, that's not what the curse is. The curse means you have to go the entire way. You can't half expect a curse to work. That's like saying, oh, because I flipped the coin, it landed on heads. Oh, that's the curse working. No, it's a 50-50. Either heads or tails. But regardless, the curse, there's no such thing as that. The teams have to play on their own basis and on their own probability. And right now, the probability of Exploit winning is far more than that of Morph Impact. The only way I see that probability and possibility of Morph Impact changing is that if they have a potent enough first pistol round and a powerful way to start this first half. And sorry, the second half, but the initial few rounds. They need to win the pistol, the anti-eco. Then we go into a 9-5, and from that point forward, we can see what happens. Exploit right now, unfortunately, well, for their side, yet again, they are going to be facing the brunt of another technical timeout. Hopefully, this one can be a bit shorter, because they surely would not like the momentum to stop. They are on a roll right now, and now they are going to go on their stronger side on the map of Icebox, which is going to be their defense. So they are looking very valid, and they're looking extremely viable, sorry, not valid, on the defense on Icebox, as they always do. So for them, they want this technical timeout to get over as soon as possible, and then they can work their way forwards and most likely take this map for themselves.
So the side of Exploit. Now, we have praised their defense a lot, CCV. And
Yes.
they really need to show our audience what the casters were talking about. We're going to be seeing an amazing play coming out from the side of Exploit on the defense. So, you guys are ready for it. Shaka on the Sage is going to try and hold on over towards the kitchen's position. But more than that, I believe that Shooter is going to be set up in a way where he's going to further aggressive, and then the wall is going to be made, giving an impression to the side of Morph Impact that, hey, kitchen is walled, so tube is going to be clear. We could move in, but boom, there comes a surprise with the name of Shooter. So, yeah, I'm not really sure how exactly things are going to pan out. Let's see. Anyways, this is just me speculating, judging from their positioning. But for now, though, they're just, getting ready. As soon as this pause is going to be called off, we are going to be jumping in over towards round number 13. And let's see if the 9-3 curse is a thing or not, GCV. A brief moment of silence, because CCV still doesn't believe in 9-3 curses. Yes, I know.
Really not a thing. Okay.
I mean, we at the Esports Club have always seen it. So I don't know, CCV. Why don't you believe?
And those aren't individual instances of a coincidence happening where there was a certain time and a comeback was possible.
It's like Weekend's song, man. Better believe. Just believe.
Sure. I believe in rational outcomes of things, and at times coincidences happening. I don't believe in curses now. No, thank you. But right now I do believe that there is going to be an explosive start to this round, and there already is. Nay gets the opening kill, and now Team Expert, they are a bit on the back foot, especially with Shooter also dying, but he doesn't die empty-handed. He does get one kill onto Tube. Soulmate has got to realize he's all alone on the B bomb side, so he has to play a little bit like passively. He's got to play a bit backed off. He can't take the same amount of risk he was taking earlier, because, well, Shooter is gone anymore and Shooter isn't around anymore. So Morph Impact right now, they walk into a practically empty A bomb side, and Exploit were really not expecting this. Maybe it was because Exploit only have 2 members alive, so they have no other choice but to be like everywhere, just stay towards B, hold that angle, which they did. But in this case, it did not work, and it's going to be a 2 versus 4 retake.
Scanning ahead.
So Pokemon, gonna go ahead and drop in that recon dot. Try and find some information here, because that is something that they don't have on what exactly the positions are coming out from the side of Morph Impact. Morph Impact should be the 4th on the board coming out from them. So again, beautiful pistol going into their favor. It was a good take coming out from over towards the A side, wasn't it?
Remaining.
It was.
I mean, I thought that the side of Exploit are going to be keeping at least 3, if not 2 players over towards the A side. But, nah. They just had a little bit of a different game plan in mind.
Yeah, it just fell down to the number of people they have on the board. Expert, unfortunately, they only had 2 guys. Meanwhile, Morph Impact, they had only lost a single player, so they had 4 people strong, and then they could flood the bomb site. So that was exactly why Morph Impact, they just ended up overloading and just flooding the site essentially, and then taking control, planting the spike. And now that forces Exploit to go into an eco. So Morph Impact now looking strong. Exactly what I was saying for their sake, to win this. But right now, oh, Shaka, he gets 1 kill with the right click. He got a dink onto Raf, but that'll be that. Pokemon now peeking the angle. Nah, even he loses. Right now, Morph Impact are looking way too strong. They have lost 1 person, but it doesn't look like they'll be losing any more members in this round. As Shooter's there with the Marshal. It's a hey, he's holding the angle. He gets the kill, and now Shooter's all alone. He has been spotted. He has been tagged, and that's going to be Nay with another. So a near flawless anti-eco for Morph.
Morph Impact, without dropping a lot of bodies, they still make sure that they stay alive as much as possible to that round, because that was the whole point. To not let the side of Exploit go ahead and take down a lot of these players from the side of Morph Impact, and to keep their economy in check as well, so that they don't have to reinvest into this round, and thus causing an economic instability if they lost around that as well. Anyways, 9 to 5. Still, the side of Exploit, we have a 4 by this round. We're going to be seeing the side of Morph Impact having a little bit of a bonus round. Three Spectres and a Vandal and a Phantom. So, yeah. I'm not really sure why Raph did not go in for like a full shield. But, yeah. Might just affect him, but hey, let's hope that he's going to be okay.
I guess he was going more for kills and going more for utility, sorry, not kills, and he does. He still gets that one kill on the shooter, so the trade happens, and yet again Exploit, they are in a man disadvantage, and they have got to realize they can't always keep on playing like this on their defense, being in a man disadvantage. Nay, he may peek in angle, he does spot King, and oh, Soulmate, he misses him, he goes behind him, he only spots him right now, but he can't get 2 kills, he will only get 1, and now Exploit, well, they are only down to a single member, and yet again Exploit, they've got to realize that this defense is not working. They have to play a bit passively, but I guess what they fear is that if they play passively, Morph Impact then start just flooding the bomb site, but Morph Impact are already doing that. So if that happens, yeah, Exploit, they have got to realize they have lost their full buy as well. Morph Impact are looking extremely viable right now on their own attack. So this is not a case of Exploit being good on defense. This is just Morph Impact. Wait, oh, Raph. Oh, that's nice. Raph and I use the same set of in-ear monitors. I just spotted that. But what was I saying? Oh, right. Yeah, Exploit have got to win. Uh-huh.
Alright, subtle little flex there, but...
No, I noticed it's not a flex. It's nice seeing someone else with the KZs as well. Nice to know. It's the same color as well, you know.
But yeah, moving on over towards the round here, we'll be seeing the side of Exploit. We're gonna once again try and find a few kills, because it's nothing but an eco, and you know how this goes, CCV. Everyone on the audience knows how this goes. But hey, Friznats did not see how that goes from the side of Soulmate. Don't expect that Spectre play coming out from him. King might just be able to get the frag. It's ANF. He's gonna check the corner and he's gonna white swing it out. Nicely done. Quite a confident play. It's ANF. We're gonna be seeing a Fat Penguin. Yeah, he's just gonna quickly go ahead and clean things up over towards the B side. At the same time, Fat Penguin is gonna go ahead and resurrect Friznats. Oh, hold on a second. How's the economy looking like? Oh yeah, I see why he made that play.
One enemy remaining.
The economic situation is not that great coming out from the side of Morph. In fact, I mean, yes, they have money, but they need to keep it stable. And even if they lose one round, have enough money to buy the next round.
And well, Shooter now just looking for the exit frag. I think he may be able to find one, as no one is expecting him to be there. But honestly, I think one is all he'll be able to get. Now there goes a spam fire from Frizz as well. He's going for it. Shooter has been tagged heavily. Oh, Frizz, he still doesn't spot him. Shooter is not moving an inch. You can see him. His mouse, his fingers, they aren't moving. Just right there. Frizz on the other hand, he's going to exit from mid and Shooter will be killless. Now he is pushing in and he won't be getting a kill. So a flawless win. I mean, technically not flawless, but with the revive, everyone stays alive. And Morph Impact have now won 4 rounds consecutively. And now we go into another full buy. Assassin, if Exploit do not win this round and get double digits, then I see this getting equalized 9-9.
A little bit of a tech pause coming out from the side of Morph Impact. They have a little bit of a camera issue, if I'm not wrong. So yeah, they're just going to quickly go ahead and change the camera. Good stuff. Good to know that they have got backup for everything ready. But yeah, the side of Exploit. Do they have a backup plan? Do they have something that can save them from losing rounds against the side of Morph Impact?
That is a good question. I mean, I guess the backup plan is Breeze. Oh, but then again, on a scent as well, Morph Impact.
You know what? You know what the backup plan is? Shooter or an operator.
Exactly. I mean, is that a bad one? I don't think so. So that's that. But other than that, I'd say that yeah, Expert have just got to realize they've got to find frags, and I don't know what has changed. When I mean, obviously there is one major change, that is a side swap. But other than the side swap, has anything else happened? You know, where Team Expert are not finding the amount of kills, or like the threshold of kills they were back in the first half. Back in the first half, they were getting kills with all sorts of weapons: Operator, Vandal, Phantom, Spectres, etc., etc. They were even getting kills in a few of their eco rounds with Sheriffs. But now that is not the case. Now, even if they get 1-2 kills, the revives are there, and Morph Impact are just looking too strong. So Morph Impact have got to realize, I mean, Morph Impact don't have to realize anything. They are just going to play the Valorant. They know that this is working for them, and they have the opportunity to not only equalize the score count, but actually overtake Team Expert in the round count as well. It is Expert who have to put an end to this. They have given up 4 maps. They are slowly using almost all of the buffer period they have, and before you know it, within the next 2 rounds, we will be on an equal score, and both the teams will be on at each other's necks, going for the 10th round lead. Because honestly, whichever team gets that double digit first can be the team that should be looking to win the map, and that can win the map essentially. It can be an extremely influential factor having that round lead. Right now, Exploit still have the lead. They have got to capitalize off of that. They've got to make sure that they don't give it away. Because if they do, then yeah, yet again, it leads to just sheer nothing for them, and it can lead to Icebox going out of their hands.
The side of Exploit. What is going wrong for them? Let's take a step back. Let's take a pause and just, try and analyze what exactly has been going wrong for the side of Exploit. So, first up, we are seeing a good amount of map control being taken from the side of Morph Impact, and at the same time, we're also seeing information being relayed onto them from the side of Exploit. And they're also trying to pull off fakes, which Exploit have to be careful about. Like, they're assigning 3 players over towards the A side right about now, and this is a good read. But at the same time, I really want them to also focus on various parts of the map.
They certainly shouldn't. Right now, Shooter with the Operator. He has been he spots people, but he has been spotted himself as well, and he's got to fall back. And now Morph Impact, well, their execute is going to be 5-man flooding the bomb side, but they will be facing off against 4 from Team Expert. And have Morph Impact realized this? They may just have, yeah, the Sova drone should be getting a bit of info, but they are not going for a fake. They're still committing 5 people right here. And Shooter's there with the AWP. He spots one, he misses his shots right now. So he's got to fall back up. You still have Pokemon holding the angle against Fritz. But it's going to be Frizz getting that frag. And now he can look for the second. He does. So does Nay. And yet again, Nay and Frizz, the double duelist, working really well for Team Expert as they take A control entirely.
Soulmate, final player left out from the side of Exploit. He's going to be able to find the frag on towards Nay. Not bad enough, but his nemesis, it's Hey NF, is coming in from the tubes in over towards the kitchens. Soulmate, is he going to be allowed to save this Phantom? That's going to be the million-dollar question. And I feel as if he should be able to. If no one goes in over towards the B mains, that is, but yeah. Huh. Interesting.
Right now, I would think that for the side of Exploit, yeah, next round also it's going to be another, semi-buy. And yeah, just a semi-buy. And with this rifle being lost as well, Soulmate just, quickly be caught completely off guard, even though he was looking in that direction. It means that the side of Exploit, they have lost the lead. Morph Impact have made up 6 rounds consecutively, and the score is now going to be a 9-9. So that does mean that Exploit, they've got to realize that there is a bit of a problem right now. And I mean, they must have surely realized this by now. But this round is the final wake-up call they'll have. Because if they lose the lead, if they lose a 9-3 into a 10-9, then the match may just entirely slip out of their hands.
Shaka, try to hold on with the marshal over towards the B mains. Not going to be seeing that drone coming in, and he's going to get tagged as well. Ooh, King. This close to getting that frag, but not happening. Shaka, on the other hand, finds Fritz. That's not bad, but he's ANF is moving in from the kitchens. Gonna be seeing him go and get the frag, but no! King snaps that crosshair straight to the face of its ANF and tells him, "Hey ANF, what's up?"
Well, right now, what is exactly up for the side of both the teams? Morph Impact, they have faced a considerable number of casualties. 2 of their members have died, but their economy honestly is looking extremely strong. So I don't think they'll mind these 2 kills. And they end the round. So again, 2 people dead, but that is still fine. Team Exploit right now, well, this is it. Do or die. They're one of their final full buys. They have gone for a timeout, and it's going to be a tactical timeout, not a technical one. Both of the teams, they have had their fair share of technical issues, but hopefully we won't be seeing any of them in this best of 3. Hopefully we won't see them in the entirety of the playoffs. Technical issues, certainly not something anybody likes. The players, the casters, even the viewers as well. No one likes them. But right now it's going to be a tactical timeout, and we can see Koshi, the coach for the side of Exploit, has taken it. So yeah, words of wisdom need to be spoken by the coach right now, especially considering that the mentality of the Exploit players will not be in a good position, keeping in mind that they have just lost 6 rounds consecutively.
Timeout called in by the side of Team Exploit. And yeah, this timeout is just going to help them in order to analyze what exactly they're supposed to do. Because, man, 6 rounds in a row. 6 rounds in a row taken away by the side of Morph Impact. It's no joke, CCV. And Team Exploit, they need this. They need this timeout in order to analyze what they're supposed to do in round number 19 and how exactly they're supposed to stop the side of Morph Impact from getting into double digits and the lead.
That is true. That is true. Yeah, the lead. I mean, I can say for certain. I'm not certain, but like 85% sure. Whichever team wins this round, they will be taking the map of Icebox with them, whether it be Morph or it be Exploit. Right now, the toxic screen will allow the members of Morph Impact to move up towards B, and Frizz already going for those shots. The slow ob acting on him. Shooter has also got the operator, but even he falls back. And we can see that right now, Morph Impact, they have entirely, they are taking map control, even on A as well. But the thing is, the problem on A is that there is that very Viper's pit that is going to prevent them from pushing in. But they're still going to try regardless. If they can somehow find a kill onto Soulmate, that can be amazing. And that will allow them side control, because all Exploit are relying on right now is that Soulmate keeps the A hope alive. If Soulmate falls, the bomb side falls with him. But right now, it may be Hay falling from there, or maybe Nay falling. Oh, he has spotted him, but for a Fat Penguin, he gets the retake extremely quickly. And Pokemon as well with another frag. The Killjoy lockdown goes through for the members of Team Exploit, but it's Hay gets a double towards mid, and now we can see the spike going back over to B as Team Exploit will be split apart. The final 2 members, 1 and 1 on each bomb site.
Shooter is going to be having his eyes over towards the B mains area. All of these players are moving in right about now. Shooter, you were supposed to connect that, but you were not supposed to miss that. And well, I'm going to give that plan away to the side of Morph Impact. In a 2 versus 3 situation, I'm not really sure exactly they're going to try and retake this, the side of Exploit. It's ANF. As soon as he activated that ultimate, it was a straight up call from the side of Exploit. Hey, we need to save. We've got no money. King, we have got no money, and we have to save. We can let the side of Morph Impact go ahead and get into double digits. We can let them have 1 more round against us. It's fine, but we can't afford to give them 2. Because if we commit to this retake, we've got no money. We have to go in for an eco, and it's just going to give 2 more rounds to the side of Morph Impact, and eventually leading to our loss on the map of Icebox, which is our pick, by the way. So, yeah.
It is a tough situation right now for Exploit. into the exit frag. He does get it onto Fat Penguin. So they do get some sort of remuneration for this save. They do get that kill. That's a rifle drop, but still, I don't think Morph Impact will be minding that too much. An exploit. They had, one thing. I mean, this round was just won by the spray transfer through the smoke from It's Hey. Just, transferring and getting that second kill, the more important kill, which I believe was onto Shaka, through the smoke. But that was the round-winning moment. And yet again, Team Expert, well, they have gone for half armor, but they are not giving their hopes up of, rifles and stuff. I mean, they're still going to full buy rifles. Their utility, their armor, that's going to be more important at the moment, as right now, Shooter, he is through Tube. And there goes the Hunter's Fury yet again. Regular usage of the ultimates, and Shooter gets the kill onto Fat Penguin, who was not expecting him to push from Tube.
Nay, I guess he's aware of the fact that there is Soulmate right around here, and Soulmate is not going to be able to snap that crosshair to the face of Nay, and Nay is going to be the one to take him down. Shooter coming in with that operator, the operator that he saved dearly the previous round, is to make something happen here, CCV, because if not, then this is going to be a match point for the side of Morph Impact. You might ask how, ladies and gentlemen. If Morph Impact win this round, it's going to be 11 on the board for them. And the side of Exploit, they're not going to be having any money next round. So that means 12 for the side of Morph Impact. But I guess Shooter and Shaka know what exactly they're supposed to do in order to not let the side of Morph Impact get onto 12. Frisnats, it's the only play over towards the A side. Going to be seeing that shot dart coming in. He's going to get that frag on towards Pokemon.
30 seconds left.
And it is going to be Raph, who's got the complete control over towards the B side. He's going to start planting the spike. And with that, he has to get into first position. Oh! The timing.
Remaining.
Shooter takes down Frisnats, and with that, we are going to be seeing Raph, who's going to have to clutch it out in a 1 versus 3 position situation. He's going to take down one. Looking for 2 more frags. How exactly is he going to be able to do it, though? I think the dash coming in from the side of Shooter. Raph going to be able to get that frag on towards Shooter, but Shaka comes in with that immediate trade. That is going to be 10th on the board for the side of Exploit, which means it's no longer the match point coming out from the side of Morph Impact. But mind you, this loss means absolutely nothing for the side of Morph Impact because they have a lot of money in their banks.
It still does mean considerable for Exploit. First of all, they have stopped the momentum of Morph Impact. They have stopped the streak, but then again, not all of it are good consequences for Exploit. They lost 4 members in this round. And with that being said and done, it does mean that, economy for Team Exploit won't still be in the best of situations. We can see a Bulldog. We can see 3 half armors. So, not looking the best, but they have made a comeback from, worse stuff. The bigger problem now is going to be the ultimate economy. Morph Impact, more so, Nay and Frizz, the 2 duelists, both of them have got their ultimates ready. Not only that, but you have the Resurrection. In case either one of them dies, they can get kills. But in this case, it will be Shooter dying, and he cannot be resurrected. So there is 1 kill confirmed for Morph Impact. Nay right now, he's got his Empress. He will be pushing in as soon as possible. Frizz gets 1. Nay does die, but Frizz with the second from the same angle. And Team Exploit, they are trying to retaliate back, but they still don't have the man advantage as of yet.
Frisnats should pretty much be ready for what Soulmate has to offer coming out from the screen's position. And yep, there you go. Frisnats was ready. He goes ahead and takes down Soulmate. Should be an 11th easy one. I don't think so. Pokemon is going to be able to clutch this out in a 1 versus 3 situation. He does bring it down to a 1 versus 2. But hey, again, Raph has got the vantage point. He should be able to spot him out. Hits ANF, on the other hand, is just falling back. He's playing it safe. He really doesn't want to lose this round and give that lead back into the hands of Team Exploit. Pokemon slowly chiming in. He's going to spot out It's ANF, and both of these players have to go in for that peak together. Otherwise, Pokemon has a real chance at clutching things out. But it's my bad. It's Hey NF. He's gonna peek in at the right time and he's gonna get that trade as well. So now that the board coming out from the side of Morph Impact. It gets
Still maintain lead.
It gets really confusing when you say it's Hey NF. Let's just call him NF because why not?
Sure. Morph Impact more so, they still maintain the lead. And that's the bigger aspect right now, is that Team Exploit, well, these guys at the moment, they are down around. It may be around, but the thing is, we are nearing the tail end of this entire map. So every single round matters. What I'd been seeing previously, for every round mattering early on, it matters right now as well. And Shooter, unfortunate, he missed his blade storm entirely onto Nay. Couldn't land that shot. That could have been an important kill, but still, for the side of Team Expert, it's not a strong buy. Shooter could have been an influential factor, but with him being out of the board, Team Expert will really have their backs against the wall as soon as this round is over, because right now the members of Morph Impact, they've got everything. They're fully executing onto this bomb side. Fat Penguin gets the kill onto Soulmay, and now we can see that the final two members of Expert, they will not be able to do much with upgraded pistols against rifles.
Right here.
Raf. Oh! Alright then, Raf.
One enemy remaining.
Might just be able to get himself ready for that frag on towards Shata. I don't think so. Anyways. This round is pretty much over, which means a match point for the side of Morph Impact. Yeah, 12 to 10, ladies and gentlemen.
Match point.
Round number 23. This is going to be it, CCV. Are we going to be seeing a comeback coming out from the side of Exploit, and are we going to be seeing them dragging this game to an overtime, or is this the end of the road for the side of Exploit?
Ooh, okay. It's a tough one to call, because even if Exploit win this round, the next round still isn't guaranteed, because looking at the economy of Morph Impact, they can certainly buy for more so the ultimate economy as well, still not favoring the defensive side. They don't have a single ult on board. Meanwhile, Morph Impact, they've got, utility, they've got ultimate. Speaking of the ultimates, the Hunter's Fury will be used, and it lands a kill onto King. So the one of the Sentinels is already gone from the A-bomb side, and Morph Impact have taken side control like a fly. Just in an instant, they have flied in, and Shooter though, he is still going to be retaliating. But here's the resurrection for Frizz, and yet again, Fat Penguin, not only does he revive a player, he kills a player. Raf with the second, and Team Exploit, this may just be the end on the map of Icebox.
Well, it looks like that it is. Ladies and gentlemen, Morph Impact are going to go ahead and make a comeback. The 9-3 curse is real, and CCV, you better believe.
Specific instant. I'm sure there's a rational explanation of just probability, possibility, and on paper stuff. But no, honestly, no curse doesn't matter. Team Exploit, they did try their best, but unfortunately, they have lost an invaluable resource that they should have had in the first place, which was their own map of Icebox, where they are very strong. Morph Impact right now, they know the battle is not over. They know Ascent is there, perhaps even Breeze. So they can't breathe a sigh of relief too much. They're still going to, take this time, take a bit of a breather and discuss things through. Right now, they aren't discussing many things. I can't see them talking much. But they're still focusing on the game. They just came out of the victory. No need to talk right now. The only people who need to talk are the both of us Assassin, because a lot happened on this map. 9-3 to 13-10. Team Exploit their defense, where they are supposed to be the best, where they have a 60% win rate, came down to, what was it, 8, 10, 11, 1 out of 11, like a 10% something. That's not a good one. That's not a good statistic to have.
Absolutely. Now, this is exactly what I said, right? The side of Team Exploit, they had a really good lead. Like, they had the momentum, but then things went out of control when the side switch happened, and the side of Morph Impact started aggressing straight in over towards the sides and taking control, taking more and more map control, letting the side of Exploit not be able to do anything. I mean, it's just ridiculous to see Morph Impact play on the side of attack. Ridiculous in a good way, by the way, not in a bad way. Morph Impact was just fantastic. But something that I really want to point out is that Team Exploit on their defense were really good. I mean, it's not like they made any mistake, CCV. It's just that they were not able to keep up. Yeah, they were not able to keep up with this aggression coming out from the side of Morph Impact. They played how they were supposed to. Like, I'm not going to blame the side of Exploit for playing a bad defense. No, they did not. They did absolutely everything they could. But I believe that the hold could have been a little bit more better, crossfires, and also the gunfights. Like, I don't know, today it's just seems like the side of Exploit are not feeling it. Maybe because of these tech issues coming out from the side of Pokemon, right? Things might have been a little bit off sync. They might be having a bad start on the map of Icebox, but let's hope that things are going to start picking up on the map of Ascent.
Certainly could be, yeah. Gunfights were a big factor. Honestly, for me, it wasn't the strategic choices. Like we were talking about double sentinel versus double duelist. It wasn't even the case. The strategic plays, the positioning as well of the players was good. It was just the kills that they were getting that had a major shift, like a major shift in the second half. First half, expert members, kill after kill after kill going their way. Just looking at these highlights still of the first half, they were getting these frags through and through, and they were getting it. Shaka as well with this one tap onto the Viper. So everything was working for them. But then things just took a turn for the worst as for Team Exploit, as soon as the second half started. And Morph Impact, like you mentioned with this aggression. Well, in the highlights, we still have plenty of time before the second half. We can see it. Right now, still looking at round number 7. This 1v1 round where Shaka clutched it with that flick was extremely valuable. And it certainly did help the members of Exploit, keep on building their derby and keep on building their round profile against their opponents. But after that, after all of this aggression, Morph Impact were trying. It's not like they were. And it was the same case for both of the teams in both of the halves. Like the team losing were trying, they were just getting outnumbered and outgunned by their opponents. Plain and simple.
If you look at the highlights as well, you will see the side of Exploit on their attack, we're doing really well. It's not like they had a bad match or something like that. They were really, really good.
Yeah.
The way they took all of these sites from the hands of Morph Impact, the way they, just absolutely clinched away certain parts of the map from the hands of Morph Impact was really beautiful to see. Yeah, Morph Impact, at times they were aggressive, at times they were patient, but in my opinion, they were a lot more passive on their defense compared to what we are used to seeing from them. Might be possible because of the fact that they have little to no idea about how exactly Team Exploit play on the map of Icebox. So maybe that might be the case of this passiveness. But hey, Morph Impact, overall, they did a pretty good job. And especially the second half is where things just start getting heated up. Where, Exploit, they just left out with absolutely nothing going on in their favor. Like 6-7 rounds in a row coming out from the side of Morph Impact, and then finally Exploit come back with a little bit of a reply. Morph Impact, they were almost about to close things out really soon, but then Exploit comes in and they're like, no, not that soon though. Like, not that early. You're just gonna have to wait a little bit more. Then Morph Impact, thanks to their good economical decisions, I believe they made the right ones every step, every round. Like Morph Impact, they never really had any issue when it came down to the economy, right? Like they always had the buy when they needed it. They always tend to invest in the correct way, and yeah, it just all led to their success here against the side of Exploit on the map of Icebox, which is Exploit's pick, by the way. As we head on over towards the map of Ascent, ladies and gentlemen, which is Team Morph Impact's pick. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to expect from the side of Exploit because today just seems like it's not that day, or maybe they just woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
Or maybe they woke up a little too late and didn't have the entire warm-up. No, I can't even say that because now they were fragging out of their mind in the first half. So it wasn't an issue of not landing your shots. That was just losing your gunfights was the problem in the second half because the first half was absolutely amazing. But here was the round-winning moment. And well, the winning round for the side of Morph Impact, the opening kill with the Hunter's Fury, shooter with that insane pixel peak. But then came, Fat Penguin. He resurrected someone, he got a kill, Raf piled on the pressure, and before you know it, Morph Impact were victorious on the map of Icebox, and they did finish things off excellently. So I would say the things are looking extremely well for them heading into Ascent. Their own map pick, they are looking like they can take the win there, but it depends a lot on how Exploit are feeling, how potent they will be, their playstyle, and how many kills can they get. Because if they can't, then yeah, it's a 2-0. If they can, then Breeze will surely be on the scorecard. But other than that, I'd say Assassin. Right now, I am intrigued towards Ascent. This fight isn't over. For Exploit and for all of their fans, they have the fighting chance. Even if they lose right now, they still get to face off against Global in the lower bracket, and they still have a fighting chance there as well. But for now, I believe Assassin, we will be taking a short break as we prepare up map number 2 of Ascent. So till then, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you keep watching. Grab a snack, grab a can of Red Bull. Stay energized. It has been a long day so far. We had the first match. Right now in this BO3 as well, map number 2 will be right around the corner. We'll be back.
Hey guys, this is Raka and welcome to the Streamer Reviews where gaming streamers gonna review the best new gaming laptops in the market. And today we are looking at the Intel powered Asus ROG Zephyrus S17, a laptop which stands for its amazing multitasking capabilities. As a streamer, I need my system to stream, game, record all at the same time. Having tested it, I'm quite thrilled that this laptop can actually handle it. And if you're wondering how, it is all thanks to the 11th gen Intel Core i9 processor, which gives your laptop a desktop caliber performance. With 8 cores, 16 threads and Intel Turbo Boost Max technology 3.0, it is capable of running several tasks without worrying about bottlenecks. So multitasking also leads to some heating issues, but luckily the S17 has its active aerodynamic system plus, which improves the airflow and enables long hours of streaming while keeping it cool. While choosing for a laptop, I also look for fast connectivity options for my accessories such as Stream Deck and capture card. But thankfully, the S70's Intel Thunderbolt 4 is very sorted in this regard. This one port lets me connect to all my accessories easily thanks to its blazing fast bandwidth speed up to 40 Gbps. Overall, I think the Asus Zephyrus S17 is a great laptop for streamers, gamers, or anyone with the similar needs. So what are you waiting for? Bring yours home today.
Hi guys, this is Zaya and welcome to Streamer Reviews, where gaming streamers review the best new gaming laptops. Gamers are an impatient bunch and I've got a laptop just for you. Let's look at the top 3 reasons why the Acer Predator Helios 300 is perfect for the impatient gamer. Number 1. Its 11th gen Intel Core i7 processor, which brings out the potential of the GPU's high-speed GDDR6 memory to ensure faster experience with higher frame rates and lower latency. Gamers hate long load times. That's why our second reason is the Helios 300's 2TB PCIe SSD. The SSD operates at PCIe Gen 4 speeds, giving you incredible read-write speeds for a faster response time. If all this wasn't enough, check out reason number 3. The 5th gen Aeroblade 3D technology plus Vortex Flow, which lets you say goodbye to heating issues. Shout out to the Predator Sense dashboard, which lets you monitor your system, overclock, and customize everything instantly from one place. I think it's clear that this system is geared for super fast results. Get your Acer Helios 300 powered by 11th gen Intel Core processor now.
Hey guys, this is Raka and welcome to the Streamer Reviews where gaming streamers gonna review the best new gaming laptops in the market. And today we are looking at the Intel powered Asus ROG Zephyrus S17, a laptop which stands for its amazing multitasking capabilities. As a streamer, I need my system to stream, game, record all at the same time. Having tested it, I'm quite thrilled that this laptop can actually handle it. And if you're wondering how, it is all thanks to the 11th gen Intel Core i9 processor, which gives your laptop a desktop caliber performance. With 8 cores, 16 threads and Intel Turbo Boost Max technology 3.0, it is capable of running several tasks without worrying about bottlenecks. So multitasking also leads to some heating issues. But luckily, the S17 has its active aerodynamic system plus, which improves the airflow and enables long hours of streaming while keeping it cool. While choosing for a laptop, I also look for fast connectivity options for my accessories such as Stream Deck and capture card. But thankfully, the S70's Intel Thunderbolt 4 is very sorted in this regard. This one port lets me connect to all my accessories easily thanks to its blazing fast bandwidth speed up to 40 Gbps. Overall, I think the Asus Zephyrus S17 is a great laptop for streamers, gamers, or anyone with the similar needs. So what are you waiting for? Bring yours home today.
Hi guys, this is Zaya and welcome to Streamer Reviews, where gaming streamers review the best new gaming laptops. Gamers are an impatient bunch, and I've got a laptop just for you. Let's look at the top 3 reasons why the Acer Predator Helios 300 is perfect for the impatient gamer. Number 1. Its 11th gen Intel Core i7 processor, which brings out the potential of the GPU's high-speed GDDR6 memory to ensure faster experience with higher frame rates and lower latency. Gamers hate long load times. That's why our second reason is the Helios 300's 2TB PCIe SSD. The SSD operates at PCIe Gen 4 speeds, giving you incredible read-write speeds for a faster response time. If all this wasn't enough, check out reason number 3. The 5th gen Aeroblade 3D technology plus Vortex Flow, which lets you say goodbye to heating issues. Shout out to the Predator Sense dashboard, which lets you monitor your system, overclock, and customize everything instantly from one place. I think it's clear that this system is geared for super fast results. Get your Acer Helios 300 powered by 11th gen Intel Core processor now.
Welcome back everyone to Intel presents the Esports Club Challenger Series powered by Cosmic Byte. I'm CCV, joined alongside Assassin47. And Assassin, we have already seen one map in this best of 3 between Morph Impact from Indonesia and Team Expert from Pakistan. It was a very close game, 13-10, 23 rounds it went, and Morph Impact took the win on their opponent's map choice. Now, the next map as well, they are looking extremely strong. Not talking about the maps, we'll have the map recap in front of our screens very quickly as well. But looking at this from a general point of view, do you think Morph Impact have enough in them to just close this out on map number 2 selected by them, which will be Ascent?
I believe the side of Morph Impact, them picking the map of Ascent, they should definitely have a game plan on it, right? So I feel as if them starting off on the attack on the map of Ascent might just be a good thing. Exploit, they should pretty much be able to do good on the defense of Ascent, considering the fact that Ascent is a defense-sided map. If they can just play their cards right, I mean, I understand the fact that Icebox did not go their way. It was supposed to, but it did not, and that's completely fine. Upsets do tend to happen. It's not all over yet. Expert can still win the map of Ascent, take it to Breeze, and then, just battle it out on who exactly is going to be the one to face off against Global Esports in the low bracket, and who exactly is going to be the one to face off against the side of Action PH in the upper bracket. So, yeah, everything is going to rely on the map of Ascent, and I feel as if Exploit, they just need to focus. They need to throw everything else out of the window and focus on the map of Ascent. See what exactly the side of Morph Impact are doing on the map of Ascent, because they have a lot of data now that now that the map of Icebox is over, they have a lot of data on the map on the side of Morph Impact. So they should pretty much be very, very, comfortable playing up against the side of Morph Impact, and they should have a better
Mhm.
idea on what they're supposed to do in certain situations.
Yeah, and more so, looking at this from a strategic point of view as well, I think both of the teams will play, at least in my opinion, should play the double initiative. From Morph Impact. We may see them lending over to the double duelist again. Ascent is no stranger to double duelist, especially Jet and Reyna. We will see that again. Frizz will be on the Jet, Nay will be on the Reyna. For the side of, Exploit, I think they will still go for double initiative. They would like to prefer that. We may see a breach. Now, in this instance, HSB is not there. You have Pokemon playing instead of him. So is he going to be picking the breach, or is it going to be Sova and Sky as the two initiators? That is a very important question to answer. And that is a very important question to see as well, because I believe Expert should be going for double initiator. As far as it is concerned for Morph Impact, they can yet again pick a double duelist comp, much like they did on Icebox. But I think two initiators, they might be the way to go. Honestly, I, for the life in me, can't figure out what's going to happen on Ascent. It's still up for debate. Icebox happened. We saw Exploit taking a great lead of 6 rounds, 9-3. But then that lead was entirely neutralized and Morph Impact overtook them and they took the map win. So on one hand, Exploit did have a great performance. But on the other, Morph Impact, so did they, and they made the comeback. So I'm not really sure where both of these teams stand when it is related to the map of Ascent and how map 2 is going to be played.
The map of Ascent, I believe, is going to be a little bit of a dicey one coming out from the side of Exploit, because Morph Impact, I did do a little bit of research and I found out that Morph Impact have a pretty clean track record on the map of Ascent. Because, again, knowing the fact that Ascent has been a map that has been out there in the game from a long time, a lot of these teams are very, very comfortable on this map. And they know their in and outs out of every situation that you put them in. So Morph Impact, I feel as if they should have a better game plan for the map of Ascent, but not going to take anything away from the side of Exploit. I mean, Exploit, we have seen them play multiple tournaments just from the side of the Esports Club as well. I mean, even in Gauntlet, we have seen them do really good on the map of Ascent. So I really want to see Exploit just, channel their inner beast. And I want to see HSB on that breach, which is going to support the side of Shooter to get all of these frags onto the side of Morph Impact. That combo play has to come in. We might just see Soulmate on the Astra. We might see Shaka coming out with something like the Sage, or I don't know, Shaka might just go in for that Sova as well. So everything is going to be relying on this map, the map of Ascent. And if they can just play their cards right, if they can take us to Breeze, then we are going to see what is going to happen.
Oh, Breeze can be an entirely different can of worms. I don't even want to talk about it right now because both of these teams have such little experience playing Breeze. Like, both Exploit and Morph Impact have played like 5-6 times each in months and months. So I don't want to talk about Breeze right now. Breeze, whatever happens, happens. Ascent is the most experienced map of both of these teams. If there is one map both these teams have played the most, it is Ascent for both of them, looking at it statistically. So yeah, both Exploit and Morph Impact, all 10 of the players in the server, they will thoroughly know this map in and out, and they should thoroughly know their strategies as well. As we head on over to the agent selection screen, it is going to be HSB making a comeback. So Pokemon has been subbed out, HSB is there, and it is going to be double initiator like I was talking about for the side of Exploit. They are not going to back away. Shaka will be on the Astra, and Soulmate on the Killjoy as well. So yeah, very known agents that these players prefer, especially on Ascent. Yeah, because we have seen Exploit so many times on this map of Ascent, we know they like to play this comp a lot, and I'm sure Morph Impact must be aware of this as well. Similarly, Exploit should be aware of what Morph Impact are picking, and which agents are they exactly picking, Assassin?
Oh wow, Morph Impact. Nay is going to try and go in for that KO, and he locks it in. Great. Fat Penguin is going to be going in for that Astra. Its ANF has already logged in the Killjoy. The previous map, HNF played the Viper, so I thought that he might just be taking a controller role. But nah, on the map of Ascent, it's a little bit of a different composition coming out from the side of Morph Impact, especially in terms of these support players, right? He's going to be on that KO, I talked about it. Raph is going to be on the Sova.
Choose your agent.
Is going to go ahead for the Jet. Well, I'm not surprised, but the side of Exploit, they have gone in for that default composition on the map of Ascent, and I love this. I really want to see them go ahead and succeed on the map of Ascent so that we can take this action on towards Breeze. But Morph Impact, the real question remains on whether or not they're going to make the side of Exploit get this. I mean, it's like
Yeah.
Morph Impact. We still can't really for sure say that they are going to let the side of Exploit take it away easily. I mean, Morph Impact, they themselves are a pretty tough team, and I believe the side of Exploit, if they can just get that OG play back. I mean, I'm saying this because what we saw on Icebox isn't really the side of Exploit. We have seen them do so much better against teams like Exo, against Velocity Gaming, against Global Esports. We've seen what the side of Exploit are capable of. So against the side of Morph Impact, I believe what we saw in Icebox wasn't actually what Exploit have got under their sleeves. They can do a lot more. So let's hope for the best that they are going to be able to showcase exactly that once we move in towards the map of Ascent. But CCV,
Yeah.
let's have a little bit of a prediction on what exactly is going to happen on the map of Ascent. Do you think that the side of Exploit are going to be able to take us onto the map of Breeze by winning the map of Ascent, or are Morph Impact going to win this away?
When I gave the prediction for Icebox, it technically was correct. I said 13-9, 13-10, 13-11. The teams were switched. The just small thing, teams are switched. That's not a big difference in predictions. If I say Expert are gonna win and Morph Impact win, it's not like that's a big difference. A slight one only. But all jokes aside, for Send, I would go for Morph Impact taking the win by 13. 9, 10, 10, 10. Okay, same score, 13-10. Morph Impact wins, same result.
Well, all right, then let's see if CCV's prediction is gonna come true
Wait,
or not.
where's your prediction? No, I'm not the only one in this. No, that's not how it
I
works.
mean, I just wanted you to just
And
give
then
out your prediction.
that's not
My
what
prediction.
is this?
All right. If you ask me, I believe Morph Impact is gonna take it away. They are gonna win the map of Ascent. Should be something like a 13-9, 13-10 against the side of Exploit. Even though I really want Exploit to win, I believe based on what I've seen Morph Impact do before in other tournaments, I believe that they are going to be able to clinch this away from the side of Exploit. Let the battle begin.
Yeah.
We're waiting for the match to start, and as soon as it is going to be live, we are going to be jumping straight in towards the match as well. I mean, we have had a lot of prediction gods and goddesses. I mean, self-proclaimed prediction gods and goddesses. But yeah, I mean, of course, their predictions have come out to be true. Let's see if we can be prediction gods out here. I hope that the side of Exploit are gonna get their groove right off the bat, because I really don't want them adjusting right now on the map of Ascent. They've adjusted all that they wanted to on the map of Icebox. I mean, they know what the side of Morph Impact can do. Now, I don't want them, to just go ahead and start adjusting once again. I don't want them to reset. I want them to carry that exact same energy that they had on the map of Icebox, but just triple it out a little bit against the side of Morph Impact and just give everything in this map. Because if not, then we are not going to be seeing the map of recent Morph Impact. Might just be facing off against the side of Action PH in the upper bracket stages. Moving on from here, but yeah, the match is ready. Just gonna quickly jump straight in towards it. And ladies and gentlemen, it is now or never. It is do or die for the side of Team Exploit. If they win this, we go into the map of Breeze. But if they don't, Morph Impact go ahead and face off Action PH in the next round of the upper bracket qualifiers, and Team Exploit face off Global Esports in the lower bracket.
Ooh, still, a couple of days before we see that. We have tomorrow's upper bracket matches as well. I'm really excited for tomorrow. Again, another set of 2 best of 3s of Southeast Asia against South Asia. But for now, tomorrow's matches, we'll talk about them later. Right now, we still have to focus on Ascent. We still have to get our attention back onto Exploit and Morph Impact, 2 teams who already are looking at the necks of each other. We see the opening kill, and it's going to be Frizz. Not only there is yet one, but he gets a double on the shooter as well. And NF, well, he gets the third. B-side control without a single casualty has been taken by Morph Impact. Exploit just weren't able to counter back. Nothing. And that is very, very unfortunate for them. As right now we see Nay with 1. And this is going to be a flawless round. No, HSV does get a 1 kill, but Raf finishes things off. And we see Morph Impact Assassin. This was a clean round. There was no chaos. It was just kill after kill after kill. Very quiet round. And Morph Impact took it.
Morph Impact, quite a powerful pistol round. I mean, I thought that there'll be some sort of resistance coming out from the side of Exploit, but it looks like that they're just going to be absolutely shut down right off the bat. Well, It's okay. It's just a pistol round. We've seen worse. So, yeah. There's nothing to be worried about. Exploit, just try your level best. Get as many kills as possible for the second round. Get in for a full buy in the third one.
Right now, though, Morph Impact, they're still not taking things, very aggressively. We see 3 members of Exploit pushing down B main, and they can pick up the ultimate op, but they won't be facing off against anyone. Their nearest attacker that they will find is going to be NF, playing right here towards mid, going over towards A shot as well. And I think Shooter kind of sort of knows about this. And yeah, he has pinged to his team that, okay, there's someone right here on mid. Look out for him. As right now, NF will be getting into gunfights. NF gets 1 kill. He's still looking for a second towards B main. He peeks towards market and he gets a second before trading down. Moving over, looking onto the A bomb side. We see that the retake is on from Shooter. He tags Frizz once. He has been revealed and he dies by the spam fire again. Great recon bolt. Shooter unfortunately could not destroy that, as Team Expert cannot really destroy too much of the damage that Morph Impact have dealt. No, they may be able to. Soulmate gets another kill, and those are 2 Spectres gone off the board of the attackers, and now the retake is actually on. Exploit are giving their level best, but do they spot this generator position? That is the question to be asked. Raph holding the angle, he gets 1, and Raph gets the second as well. So a total of 3 kills for this man right now, and a total of 2 rounds for Morph Impact.
So there you have it. Second on the board coming out from the side of Morph Impact, and I feel the side of Exploit. Now is their time to shine. Get on their full buys. Gonna be seeing HSB on that Phantom, King on that Phantom as well. Shooter and Soulmate are gonna be going in for the Vandals alongside Shaka. So, yeah, let the battle begin. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. 7 seconds in, and we're gonna be seeing the entirety of Morph Impact outside of the B site. They're going to be going in for that B execute. We're going to be seeing King get a lot of information on the side of Morph Impact. Only time will tell. He's waiting, especially waiting for all of these players to give some sort of a sound cue so that he can go ahead for the recon and grab a lot of information. Hey, talking about information, look at this. A live recon alongside a drone moving straight in over towards the market area. And Soulmate has an aggressive positioning over towards the B mains. That's going to be really good. Side of Exploit, they need to be ready for this.
Need that back.
Yeah, Exploit, they don't have a lot of info. We see that one Astral Nebula towards Defender Spawn. That does not allow HSB any clue as to what is happening in market. For all he knows, everyone has moved in towards market from Morph Impact. But no, they have gone towards the A bomb side and they're looking for the opening kill. Ney does find one, and that's going to be the second from Fat Penguin. So HSB, his line of sight yet again is going to be completely obstructed as Morph Impact players are flooding him, but he does survive. He gets 1, King with a second, and we are still on an equal man tally right now as King is looking to peak. It is the bonus round of Morph Impact after all, but they still have the intention of winning this fair and square. The garden wall has been destroyed, and Soulmate is going to be getting the kill onto Frizz. So 2 versus 3 right now. Both members of Morph, they have been isolated.
Last player standing.
Well, it looks like that King is going to be fighting himself the frag on towards ANF, and King takes down Rap as well. There you go. This is exactly what we were waiting for, and it happens. Side of Exploit, they go ahead and get that full buy round going on for themselves. The first on the board, HSB is going to take the defuse because, yep, he needs that ultimate ready as soon as possible. It's going to come a lot handy when the side of Morph Impact is going to try and execute over towards a particular site. But yeah, Morph Impact, they're not going to be too disappointed with that round. It was a bonus for them anyway, so yeah, now is going to be when they're going to have a full buy of their own as well. Apart from HNF and Ney, both of them are going to be on the Spectres, but the rest of the 3 players are going to be on a full buy. The side of Exploit, they have put 3 players over towards the B side this round, and I believe that they have a little bit of a read as to what exactly might come in from the side of Morph Impact. Oh, Raph. A nice little delete on towards Shooter. Soulmate is going to tag down Raph quite a lot, and his turret, the 6th player from the side of Exploit, is going to finish things off.
I got the spike.
Right now, well, Team Exploit, they're still, they're looking good. Oh, NF, he could have spoiled the party. He did to an extent. But yeah, trades are happening left, right, and center. And I don't think Morph Impact are going to mind the trades too much. What they will mind is the spike being absolutely dropped towards B main. However, Ney with this skill onto King means that HSB yet alone, all alone, as a matter of fact, And now Team Exploit, well, they have to figure out what to do for the next round because Morph Impact, they went for their buy. And so far it has worked out in their favor. HSB can spoil the party if he would like. Another kill and he should be good to go. He is in a vulnerable position. He takes the frag and he takes the frag indeed. Not only did he take the gunfight, but he got the kill. Now the Nebula blocking his vision, but he goes through with the Rolling Thunder and he will be peeking the angle. He gets another kill. It is now a 1 versus 1. Nay. He has been concussed, but he does have the spike, and this is the main thing. Ney is not aware about this. Now, Ney's ability, he does have his suppressive ult, and he does have the molly, but he's still got to go into the bomb site, plant the spike as he will, and then he may just use his ult, because I don't think Morph Impact should be looking to
10
lose this
seconds
round.
left.
He's going to go ahead for the plant. We are going to be seeing the concuss coming in from HSB, and there comes a flash as well. Nay, how exactly is he going to play this out? HSB has got one more flash. He's just going to throw it straight in over towards the side, towards the second lane, baby. Oh, wow. He knows where exactly Nay is coming in from. And Nay, not going to see that coming. He's not going to be ready for HSB peeking in. That's going to be the second on the board. And a tie. And even Stevens on the board for the side of Exploit as well as the side of Morph Impact. 2-2. No money whatsoever coming out from the side of Morph Impact, which pretty much promises Exploit the third on the board in the lead.
Yeah, HSB right now already, showing his prowess, showing his prominence with that 1v3 clutch, using his ultimate and using his ability. And that was the thing, his abilities were really good. The fault line, the flashes, especially the Rolling Thunder. And now, no economy for the side of Morph Impact, but if they can steal specific guns from Exploit, it can be extremely valuable. We see King with the Odin. I am never really a fan of the Odin, but if King can make it work, he certainly can. He is ready with a shock dart, as are all the members of Exploit from holding down the push of Morph Impact. But Morph Impact, they always focus on mid early on. And yet again, what do we see Frizz doing? He's going towards mid. He's going towards market. He is aware about the alarm bot. He knows it's somewhere right here. He blocks it and he moves through unnoticed. And now he has infiltrated into defender spawn. This can be big. I don't think Team Exploit are aware about this just yet. He can get a kill onto Shooter. Oh, Shooter gets the better of him in that duel. So still, the danger is gone for Exploit right now for this round.
I have the spike.
The 4 vs 5 situation with that man disadvantage. I'm not sure where exactly they're going to hit the side of Morph Impact. Might just be moving in over towards the middle position, or maybe considering the fact that Fat Penguin is over towards the A main, they might just move in over towards the A short, eventually towards Tree Room, and try and go in for that split approach. But for that to come in, Fat Penguin has to get a frag, and he does, but they're not still aware of HSB's positioning. They're all going to start moving in, and they're going to all start
Oh my god!
moving straight into the crosshairs of HSB. A triple for the man, and the third on the board for the side of Exploit.
Really want to see the instant replay? Yes, please. Yeah, Fat Penguin, he got the kill, but the spray transfer, look at this. HSB 1, 2, oh, he just, while he was flicking, that one stray bullet hit the head. Again, just great stuff. Professionals right there. But Morph Impact, yeah, it was a semi-buy. Now they can afford a full buy. And the thing is, the ult economy of Morph Impact is far, far better than the ult economy of Team Exploit right now. All of Team Exploit members are a single orb away from unlocking their ult. But none of them have unlocked it so far. Unlike the attackers and Shooter, he just pushes from mid and he gets a double. I mean, this is the play that Team Exploit, we have seen them do time and time again. The shock dart, the flash, the dash. And yet again, it lands them a double for a kill.
Minute and 20 seconds, and we already see 2 casualties coming out from the side of Morph Impact. And this is exactly the kind of aggression that I was talking about coming in from the side of HSB as well as the side of Shooter, right? Yeah, Shooter this time around, though, he just outdid himself. That was good. It was really good. 2 frags, single spray down. Quite neat. But it's going to be even better if KO from the side of Morph Impact, that is Ney, can try and get this frag onto a Shaka. I'm not really sure how exactly. No, Shaka, don't go! Don't go into the astral form! Such a timing. It's down to a 3 vs 3.
With the spike!
Exactly. I mean,
Oh, the spike is
40
going over the
seconds.
B.
Yeah, 40 seconds. They still can manage to get something done here. But no, Soulmate is right around the corner. Who's going to take down Ney, and it's going to be all down to
30
Fat
seconds
Penguin. What is he going to do? He knows that there is one player over towards A. But is he aware that Soulmate is over towards Ram? Should be. I mean, somewhere around this area. Because Ney got killed from here. Fat Penguin, 17 seconds. Again, time is ticking down. He has to make a play here. That alarm bot will go ahead and
10
detect
seconds left.
where exactly Fat Penguin is. And with that, Soulmate is going to quickly move in to take down Fat Penguin. As soon as he plants the spike. There you go. Single spray down. Fat Penguin goes down. Spike gets diffused. Even though the side of Morph Impact get that extra 300 creds, doesn't really matter. Fourth on the board coming out from the side of Exploit. They are looking pretty fine on the map of Ascent.
This round was just later on. I mean, first of all, shooters play with the HSB. I mean, again, we've seen this time and time again. It works once more. Apart from that, Exploit. Okay, there's no need for that. Yeah, you can diffuse. Okay. I'm just going to let them do it.
You failed.
Okay, they've had their fun. But exactly what I was saying was, it was just a flurry of mistakes for the side of Morph Impact. You know, them going into defender spawn was good, but just at the wrong times it was happening. After Ney got this skill, the spike went over from A, an empty bomb site, to mid, where it wasn't empty, and then back to A, and then Fat Penguin died. So that's exactly why, you know, like Morph Impact, yeah, just those mistakes really costed them the round. Now we have a 10 ultimate round, and had this been a full buy versus full buy, this probably would have been the most interesting round we would have seen so far in the entirety of the Challenger series. But right now, because it is a semi buy from the Morph Impact, if they can somehow manage a win, that's going to be absolutely insane. But looking at the guns that Team Exploit have, I find that hard to believe.
Side of Morph Impact. Nothing but the Sheriffs this round. So let's see what they can do. If they can salvage a kill or two or not. Shooter. He has to be
he's
ready
looking
for
below.
Frizzlats. Exactly what I'm trying to say here. He needs to be ready for this Blade Storm play coming out from Frizzlats. But I guess Frizzlats is also going to wait for that smoke to dissipate. And as soon as that happens, Shooter is going to be aware where exactly Frizzlats might be. Yep, there you go. That's exactly what he's talking about. While Frizzlats puts up all of this distraction over towards the A main, we're going to be seeing Fat Penguin trying to just run and gun down the players from the side of Exploit. And wow, this is working out. A 4 versus 2 situation now. 3 players that were stacked up over towards the A side get taken down.
Spike planted.
Attacker side of Killjoy puts down the lockdown. And yep,
The Hunter's
Soulmate.
Fury?
He can use the Hunter's Fury, but
He should.
I don't know.
I mean, that's a detainment. Why? I'm sorry. Why was the Hunter's Fury not used?
Right here.
Okay.
Because there's
regardless.
because there's little to no chance that
Are
they
they
might
saving?
be able to pull this off. Yeah, exactly. I mean, not
Yeah, I think
saving
they're looking
isn't,
to
but
save exit frags,
they're looking for exit frags. Yeah, like in a 2 versus 4 situation, becomes really difficult for them to clutch this out, especially with King having no weapon. So.
Oh, King, he does have the Odin. I think that's a pretty viable weapon. He gets one with it. He gets the second. And he may get another. Oh, well, it's going to be King with 3. And okay, Team Exploit, they may take... they may lose the round. And Morph Impact may get the thrifty. But yeah, that Odin was pretty powerful right there. So I'd say, yeah, Team Exploit, they may have lost the round, but they did not take a loss overall. The Odin was still potent. I'm still a bit confused about why they didn't go for the win entirely, considering they had the Odin. But you know what? It's all well that ends well.
So now that we are going to be seeing the side of Morph Impact on a full buy. Once again, they're stacked right outside of the B mains, and I believe it is going to be a mid take coming out from them. Going to be seeing Fat Penguin, who might assist the Jet or the KO. He peeking in towards the mid area. Shooter with the operator. He has got his eyes straight towards B-Links. We're going to be seeing that drone coming in, which is going to allow the side of Morph Impact by a little bit of a time to move out of the B-Links as well. Raph, just take down HSB. So there's more of that utility play taken out from the side of Exploit. But still, man disadvantage for the side of Morph Impact, and I believe it should be the 5th of the board coming out from the side of Exploit. Again, Shaka is in a really good position. Like, Fat Penguin, he's not going to see this coming.
He may check the corner. He may use the gravity well. He checks the corner. Oh, a little too late on the trigger in Shaka right now. He will be placing that Astral Star. Meanwhile, Shooter with 1 bullet in the magazine. Oh, in this case, he can't land his shots. It's going to be NF. And Shaka has got to stay alive, but Fat Penguin is pushing through. He gets the kill. And now we're back to a 2 versus 2. But yet again, there's the Odin. There's the Odin. No more. Alright, so the lockdown is there. And the lockdown on the back foot of that, because I don't think Expert can afford another round loss. So there goes the defender-sided Killjoy lockdown. It will be forcing away the members of Morph Impact. No, it doesn't. They just win the round. They push through Garage. Sorry, not Garage. They push through Garden. And they take the round win. So not a fifth for Expert Assassin. But everyone, Morph Impact has surprised everyone with this round win. With those final few kills. Especially NF with those wide swings he was going for.
Absolutely. I mean, you can see it in the instant replay as well. Pretty good stuff coming out from the side of Morph Impact. They made it happen. It was to a point where I thought that, hey, Exploit should get their fifth, but no. Morph Impact, they changed it. They completely changed the outcome of that round. And I believe the side of Exploit, this 3-man push from the A mains might not be the best way out of here, but it might or might not work out. It's up to them. They just need to time it right. Fat Penguin, on the other hand, needs to make his way over towards the B side. Someone needs to assist him. Because, hey, he's got the spike, and you guys are just pressing W with no breaks whatsoever.
Yeah, HSB was holding down the angle, but then again, the gun disparity is far too much for Exploit to handle in this round. And it may be a flawless win for the side of Morph Impact. Shooter has got the Blade Storm. He peeks. And no, he won't be able to land his shots. Shaka right now. Nay knows he's there, but Shaka still with the Phantom. He does get one kill. And Rafi finishes things off. So a near flawless round win for Morph Impact. As Expert had gone for a semi-buy. And yeah, it did not go in their favor.
Well, Shooter has got his operator back, so there's that. It's going to be quite an interesting round number 10. Might just be one where we're going to be seeing it becoming an even Stevens once again. Now, Shooter is going to put that operator to use over towards the B mains, and I believe Morph Impact, they have never, out of the 9 rounds that have been played, they have never just straight up pressed W over towards the B mains. They've always gotten enough information before making a move. So that is something that is really good coming out from the side of Morph Impact. And a lot of teams, players can just pick that up from them. Oh, there comes the ultimate coming out from King. So there's that. Oh, nice. Oh, counter ult.
And does this counter ult work?
Oh,
he
it
tags
does actually.
members.
It kind of does, Because
He
Shooter
baits
thought
out
that
Shooter.
Exactly. It's like Shooter thought that it's just one player outside of the B mains. Why don't I just push him when he's got his bows and arrows out? But hey, you made a mistake. There were 3 players over there, including the Hunter. So yeah, the split.
All his duty.
Oh, this B split. It's gonna be instantly shut down. But no, Frizz! He gets himself a double as well. This is unreal. What is happening? A 3 versus 2 situation for the side of Morph Impact now. And Exploit, they need to somehow make this retake work. And in order to do that, they need to pull out the Cosmic Divide. But for
Shaka's
that,
got to go for it.
yeah, Shaka needs to go for it, but I'm not sure. Because Nay is coming in with a little bit of a backstab. And he takes down one of the player, which leaves it all down to Shaka. And I don't think so he should invest into a Cosmic Divide. He won't be able to pull this off. Like a 1 versus 2 situation, the Cosmic Divide is way too big of an investment to make. Especially at this point of the map. Or at least the half.
Last player standing.
Oh, 1v1.
Oh, nice. I mean, nicely done by the side of Shaka, but unfortunately he could not do much. Fat Penguin was just
unfortunate, but
he was just in a better position. So.
yeah, 1v3 right now. But I would consider, yeah, still a great round. The 2 double kills from King and Frizz, they were the round-winning moments. Well, from King, it could have been the round-winning moment had Frizz not gone completely, out of his mind and got those frags. But right now, Morph Impact, Assassin, the thing is, they are on attack on the map of Ascent. And at the very least, they have confirmed a 6-6 half. But I would go as far as to say that they have confirmed 7-5 for themselves, because this round from Expert, it is a thrifty. They have got upgraded pistols, and though King is pushing through, he will lose his life a little too late on the fault line. And so a little bit of miscommunication right there. and that allows, I mean, still, even had it not happened, HSB can still go for kills by himself, and the lockdown will be invested from Morph Impact. They're going for a proper push right now because they know that they can go for a quick push, and the members of Exploit couldn't really do much. HSB with the flash, he goes for on. Shaka's right there from behind. Shooter can also push through. They need to clear out HSB in the bomb side. They have, but Shooter has taken his position. Not for long. Raf eliminates him, and Exploit are down to 2.
Soulmate. I'm gonna be seeing him slowly trying to
Spike
come in with
planted.
this little bit of a backstab, but he's gonna find it. No, that was a mistake. Now, you see, that was a mistake. You put down the Killjoy's turret and you give out a lot of sound cues. And HeyNF knows where exactly you are. And with that recon dart coming in, there's no escape for you, Soulmate. You might have had a chance at getting one frag, but
Last
the lockdown just
round
gave it
in
away.
the
Oh,
bag.
sorry, the turret just gave it away. But it's okay. 7-4. Exploit. They had a good start after the pistol and the semi-buy, but now things just are back to square one, CCV.
Oh, 1. You didn't ask for square 1? That's 1.
Okay. I mean, we both need to work on our jokes, right? Like, we're pretty bad at it. Like,
I would not. Yeah, I would have to agree with that.
we should just prefer sticking to the, you know, like, sticking to the work stuff.
Song references.
Yeah, the song references work. You see, they work every time. But yeah.
Right now, well, last round and final half. Again, this time the fault line really worked. And this is what I love about Breach. Regardless of who the Breach is, or regardless which team, which region they are, if the Breach player plays well and uses his ability to the best of his extent, I absolutely adore to see that. And we have had another surgence of Breach recently. Right now, we do see a resurgence of bullets happening towards mid as NF gets another kill with that operator. Nay files through, and this may be an 8-4 half, not even a 7-5. There is the rolling thunder of HSV. He will be using his ult. Soulmate, he gets 1 kill, and HSB is completely pushing through into gardens, and he does land the headshot on the Fat Penguin. So again, isolating the gunfight, but HSB's location is known. Nay completely catches Soulmate off guard. HSB can't use his utility. He still gets the kill, 14 HP, and Nay gets another kill by getting the member of HSB and catching him red-handed and killing himself.
Switching sides.
Well, they got 8, and this is something that I did not even think about. Like, I was expecting something like, okay, when I did give out the prediction that the side of Morph Impact are going to win against the side of Exploit. Fine, I said that, but I wasn't expecting the first half to be like this. I was expecting Exploit to at least, you know, lead for the majority of the time, and then Morph Impact to be coming in with some sort of a, you know, with some sort of a comeback, because it is the side of Exploit starting out on the defense, and we know for a fact it's a defender side of map, and how good the side of Exploit are on their defense. But it turns out that Morph Impact, they're ready for absolutely everything. And it's not even like they're doing some sort of a rocket science here, CCV. They're just playing out their defaults, and their aim is on point today.
Certainly is, yeah, for the side of Morph Impact. They are landing the shots. In this case, though, no, that is not the case right now. Team Exploit, they have got the better of the duels as soon as they have switched over to the other half. And Exploit right now, they have planted the spike. Morph Impact, it is a 2v4 retake. Fat Penguin will be pushing for it. He does tag Shooter, and he does get 1 kill, but he has been cornered off. And now against the classic in close quarter, you know the right click will happen. And King, he does land the right click after taking a shot to the chest, but nay, by himself. He will use his signature ability. He will push through into main because he knows there is King, and King will pre-fire. Nay does get the 1 headshot. Now he's looking for more. He spots HSB, and HSB peeks, swings. Nay has got no choice but to push for it. Time is ticking down. Nay can play for exit frags. He still pushes, and he loses his life. So Exploit, they do win the much needed pistol.
So there goes Exploit, and there comes the pistol round. That's good, I mean. It was a pretty good take coming out from the side of Exploit over towards the B side. It all worked out pretty darn well. And Morph Impact, they did not see that coming. And I believe It is gonna be like a tale of two attacker sides. Maybe. Never know. Yeah, exploit. The only thing that concerns me if whether or not they're gonna be able to keep up with this consistency. Like, okay, getting the pistol, okay. Getting the second round of the half, okay. But what about when Morph and back pull out a full buy, right? So that is something that the side of exploit need to start thinking right about now. Like getting the pistol round and the round after that, it's okay, it's all good. But how exactly are they gonna, tackle the side of Morph Impact on their full buy round? Is gonna be something that they need to be careful about. So exploit are gonna go ahead, start planting the spike. Let's see what the side of Morph Impact can do. They're gonna go ahead and suppress all of these players on the side first of all. They're gonna try and minimize all of these utility usage coming out from them as much as possible. Yeah, it's gonna be time for Soulmate to maybe reposition himself. No, it's fine. He's gonna be getting himself a frag before going down, so it's all good. Shooter and HSB find themselves a couple of frags in front of the 6 on the board as well. 2 more rounds and Exploit are gonna be able to tie things up on the scoreboard and maybe even take the lead against that of Morph Impact. But now is the time for them to shine, CCV. Morph Impact on a full buy round. They don't have enough money to pull out the operator yet, so they're not going to do that. Nay and Frizz, they are still relying on the half shields instead of the full shield. So that is once again going to be a little bit of a downside. But I feel like there is an aggression brewing coming out from the side of Morph Impact. Oh, but HSB, his concussion just absolutely ruins it. And it's going to be a great setup coming out for the side of Shooter to get the kill on towards Nay.
Right, so again, entry frag working really well for the side of Team Exploit. Not only that, but they capitalize off of it even more. Frizz completely lopsided by that Rolling Thunder, as do all our members of Morph. And Raf, he does get 1 kill onto Shooter, but they only get a single at the moment. And the Aftershock as well, flushing out the members. Again, look at this utility usage from HSB. Now with the flash, oh my god, and the wall bang. I think I am mesmerized by the beauty of this play. Raf, though, he still gets the kill through the heavens area, through the wood, and he lands that wallbang headshot. But still, too high of a man advantage for Team Expert. And time is running out. Plus this recon bolt. It does reveal HSB's location, but Raf gets another. It is a 2 versus 2. Morph Impact, they may just stick this, but they've got low HP. King now, the only person alive, and they get it! Wait, 4k for Raf. And I think they have pulled off this 2 versus... Yeah, look at NF. Look at the smile on his face right now. Because that 4k from Raf, absolutely insane right there. 5 HP, no armor. Are you kidding?
Pull it back on the instant replay, please. I really want to say it. Shooter, to start things off, he had a great start. They have got the control of the side, but then comes the side Raf, and he just absolutely decimates the side of Exploit to put up the 9th on the board. It's unbelievable to see this coming out from the side of Morph Impact. Because we thought that Exploit, after that sudden aggression at the start, they should be able to do quite a lot. And might as well, they should get that 7th on the board, but nope. Alright, this time around, the Shooter seems to be the one to get that first frag. Soulmate finds a frag on towards me as well, but then comes Fat Penguin and Hey NF with an immediate reply. 3 versus 3 now. Shaka to find the frag on towards Fat Penguin, but it's going to be HSB instead. Got control over towards the A side. They're going to start planting the spike as well. A 2 versus 3 retake. Raf, he's got the recon ready. No, never mind. He's got the shotgun, so the recon and... Oops.
Spike planted.
Then, there's that then. NF left out on a 1 versus 3. He's got to be aware of HSB holding that angle. And yep, he is. He does pre-fire, but HSB is just way too quick. But yeah, we are going to be seeing a little bit of a pause right about now, because Frizz just disconnected. We'll be waiting for him to make his way back. But yeah,
And
97.
yeah, this does allow the members of Morph Impact to, talk things through. We can still see NF. NF always smiling, so that's good to have a person on your team who is happy, optimistic. But still, both of the teams, they should be optimistic as to their results. Morph Impact know that even if they lose this map, they can go over to Breeze. But at the same time, Expert also know that Breeze, literally anything can happen there. Like, Breeze is completely going to be no man's land, and just it's a coin toss essentially. So Exploit just have to win out, and they just have to ride out the storm of Ascent and equalize the score 1-1. After that, then we can focus on the decider map and whatever happens there. So Exploit, they will be using this technical timeout more to discuss over their strategy and how they can, essentially neutralize the entire round count. They made a comeback from 8-4. Right now it's 7-9. So they have pulled off 2 rounds away from the lead that Morph Impact had. And Morph Impact, they only have 2 more rounds in this buffer period. After that, it's going to go over to essentially an equal, kind of like Icebox, like how we were talking about, same result as Icebox, both of us said 13-10. It can be a similar score here as well, where Morph Impact, they lose the lead and Team Exploit, they can make a comeback. Things like that can happen. But right now, we can see that the members of Exploit, well, all of them are focused on A. Maybe they want to execute there. If they're planning another Icebox kind of 5-man flood the bomb site execute, I don't quite think it'll work from A main, primarily because they're just going to be bottlenecked, and the members of Morph Impact can't pick them off. The only thing that has to work from Expert is going to be their ult usage. We can see the Killjoy lockdown is there, the Bladestorm on Shooter can be used up as well. So I would presume that they are going to go for the 5-man flood push. Is it going to be successful? Only time can tell.
That's right. Only time can tell if that is going to be possible or not. But yeah, for now though, there's going to be prayers coming out from the side of Morph Impact for Frisk to just come back into the server, just reconnect, because they absolutely cannot lose him at this point. They need him in order to make this win on the map of Ascent possible. And at the same time, Exploit, they're a lot aggressive in their attack, so things are pretty much working out. Like, everything's fine on both the sides. But yeah, certainly for the side of Exploit, I feel as if they should apply a little bit more pressure on the side of Morph Impact. Map control is something that they should focus on, in my opinion. I mean, yes, they are getting the frags, but like, the positions are just not there. Like in that post-plan position where Raf just absolutely clutched it, I feel as if, Expert could have taken better post-plan positions.
Yeah, more so even the gunfights as well. Like, the gunfights are back and forth. It's not even one team is winning their gunfights. It's just based on mistakes you're making or how you're using your utility to set up those gunfights. If the members of Morph Impact or Expert are using their utility nicely, I mean, we have been talking about HSB and Shooter time and time again, especially HSB. I mean, look at the impact this man has had ever since he joined Expert from map number 2. He wasn't there for Icebox, Pokemon was playing instead of him, and Pokemon still, he had an excellent performance, but now HSB, it's his utility that is making such a big difference. You can already see the amount of times you've seen the fault line, rolling thunder, flashes, aftershock, anything and everything working from this man. It is too many to count on both my hands. But right now for the members of Morph Impact as well, if they can get these gunfights, if they can make the duels happen and win those said duels, then it certainly is going to work in their favor. But yeah, now we are traversing into the area where it's not one team is winning the gunfights, it's just whichever team can make the fewer mistakes, they will be the ones winning the round. Whichever team has the better positioning, they will be the one winning the round and eventually the entire map.
Well, let me see if there is any update. Oh yeah, he's logging in, so good.
Ah, nice.
He's logging into the game. It's all good. He's back. So that's good news for the side of Morph Impact. But yeah, for round number 17, judging from the stack outside of the A lobbies, I feel Exploit is just going to go in for this A execute.
True, and yeah, I did mention about it once. I do feel like it can work, but I've got to see it happening. Like the 5-man flood, it will only work if they can use the Killjoy lockdown. But then again, Morph Impact, they have got the Hunter's Fury as well on their side, so the Killjoy lockdown can be countered, and then yet again it goes down to the gunfights. Gunfights are playing the biggest factor so far. If you're having a look at the strategy and stuff, sure, a few of the times the teams, they mess up their positioning or they mess up how exactly they want to play, or anything like that can happen. But honestly, it's coming down to the gunfights, which player can get the most frags, because every single member out of these 10 players is getting kills. 4K from Raf, 4Ks all through, we saw Shooter as well, HSB got one, and all of it is just happening time after time after time for both of the teams. So kills are going to be a big factor, and that is why with this map, like looking at this map from a head-on perspective, everyone has to focus on every single kill taking place, because who knows, that can be the round moment, that can be the round changing moment essentially, if one of your team's members dies or if he gets a frag.
Hey, by the way, holidays are around the corner, and do you think Rat is just gonna bring in some holiday theme into all of these maps? Like, do you think there's gonna be snow in Ascent? Like, some Christmas tree maybe?
I don't. I mean, is this another way for you to explain game design to me? Is that what is happening here? Well, like how you'll explain with textures and stuff?
Not really. I mean, I'm not gonna school people here, but hey, I just would love to see that. It's a good addition. Like, we got the snowball fight.
Snowball fight, yes.
Last year, so yeah.
That is back, by the way. Yeah, replication is gone. I actually like replication. As the thing, I know I'm going very out of topic, but I'm sure there are going to be members in the chat who can. I'm not reading the chat, but I'm sure there will be members in the chat who can agree with me that replication is better than Spike Rush. I said it. I am not going to back off from this opinion. Replication is better than Spike Rush. There is no denying that. Replication, you can buy your own guns. In Spike Rush, you're just given the shorty half of the time, and then you're like, what do I do with this thing? Sure, Spike Rush has those frisky ultimate orbs that, the decay is there, you have the paranoia and stuff, you have the one which gives the information, those bullets, the tracer bullets. But nah, replication is better. I just like it because 5 agents all together, yeah, that's just better.
But to be honest, in Spike Rush, you can also choose to play whatever agent you want, other than the game deciding.
True.
The game deciding all 5 has to be this.
Does lead to more chaos, but that's that. If you're playing Valorant to play a specific agent and to improve the agent, might as well play unrated or like ranked. Then there's no point in playing. So I'll go into a custom game and learn the utility placement or whatever.
Hey, you know, there's where the actual fun's at. Get 10 of your friends, I mean 9 more, including you. Hop onto a custom room, a custom game, and just enjoy. You can do whatever you want.
So first thing is get friends.
Ouch. Ooh, CCV. I mean, you have me, okay? One of the friends. So.
All right. 8 more then.
Hey, please don't think that you don't have friends, man. I mean, we're all family here, yeah. So, going a little bit of a Dom Toretto mode here, but yeah, we are there for you, man. Just let me know when you're playing.
The players themselves, they're the more important fan. I do not want to play custom. No, I'm fine as friends. But no, the players, they're the better family right now. And the players are actually back. Frizz has returned. So we are off with our rants about replication and Spike Rush. We can join back to the game. And this was a bit of a momentum break. But yet again, Team Exploit, they are planning a 5-man execute onto A. But the members of Morph Impact are present right here as well to deny that. Already we see the molly going through. And you have got the flash from Nay. Oh, he goes right down. And he is concussed by the fault line. There goes the Hunter's Fury, and it will find a lot of the members from Team Exploit. It finds one, and then it is used off. But Team Exploit, they still have a decision to make. Do they follow through with this A take?
Shooter is going to try and maybe make his way over towards the side and maybe get that kill on towards ALF as well. On top of that, drone coming out from King and King. Is he going to check the right side? No one's going to check the right side. Is he ready to get himself a double? You're going to be kidding me. Maybe the triple. Ladies and gentlemen, the teleport coming out from the side of Morph Impact, and they turn the tables on the side of Team Exploit. No one checked that goddamn corner. No one.
Oh no, that was heartbreak right there. Again, like I said, with the kill feed, kill after kill after kill, Nay just frag, and it worked out for him. So okay, it worked. I can't say anything against that. Yeah, the thrifty round worked, and now Team Exploit and their economy isn't the best. Frizz right now isolated, but he can dash away. As the dive agent, you always have this ability on the go. Your signature, it does work. But Shooter, he's got his ultimate ability, and he will take the gunfight, but he misses his shots, and he drops the spike. He drops the spike onto Market. Oh, this can be lethal right now for the members of Team Exploit if they're not aware, because the spike is completely all by itself, and everyone from Morph Impact has just surrounded over it. Frizz gets a kill onto Shaka, and Soulmate with a refrag onto Fat Penguin. But still, Team Exploit have to try and retrieve the spike. They do, however, look at this spray transfer and the spray down from Raf.
Raph might just be able to get himself another one. Nope. Frizz comes in from the market and takes it away. 11th of the board coming out from the side of Morph Impact. Ladies and gentlemen, that pause coming out from the side of Morph Impact has actually impacted the side of Exploit. They had a flow, they had a momentum, but that's gone. And now it's Morph Impact to actually go ahead and lead the match. I mean, that too with a significant amount of score. I mean, 11 rounds.
Yeah, and the thing is, well, okay, this round, Assassin, even if Team Expert win it, if we can have a look at the economy, more specifically the credits, we can see that what will Morph Impact do? They can certainly afford one, perhaps even two more full buys. So in no way, shape or form, a Morph Impact, like, you know, in a do or die stage where they're like, essentially, we've got to go for a win, we've got to go for the win. No, they can afford far more. And, sorry, even then, the thing is that Team Expert, their buy isn't looking strong. 4 out of 5 members have got half shields. They don't have a lot of credits in the bank, barely anything. I mean, the total amount of credits barely touches 1,000, and those are for all 5 members combined. More so, there's even worse. The ultimate economy as well is not favoring Exploit. Everything is stacked against them. But Morph Impact, they are still breakable. It's not like, you know, they will fall through. It's not like they will just sear through everything. They have been broken, they can be broken, and Team Expert should be looking to do that. As right now, I believe we're experiencing another technical issue.
No, not really. We are continuing with the map.
Oh, okay, now it's resumed. All right, yes, go on, Assassin.
I mean, I'm just trying to, you know, figure out ways on how Exploit can bring this back. It's not over yet, by the way. It's not. They can
Yes.
still bring this back. They have got a full buy. Shooter, he just has to do his magic. Friznats, if he gets taken down right about here, which he won't, because Shooter, the smoke gives up on him. The smoke just fades away, and he's out there with his pants down. And he just gets taken down without any questions asked whatsoever. Friznats is going to be the one to get that man advantage for his team with a minute left on the clock now. CCV, Exploit are going to make their way over towards the A site, where we have got ANF alongside Nay to welcome them with open arms.
Legos are rolling thunder yet again. HSB, great utility usage. It concusses one person, but the utility from the side of Morph Impact lands them a kill with that Nano Swarm grenade. So again, good stuff. Soulmate though, he does go for the refrag, but Team Expert have used up a lot of their time, and this has allowed Morph Impact to push into the bomb side. We are going to be seeing counter Killjoy lockdown come in, and there are no Sovas. I mean, there is a Sova alive, but both the lockdowns will go for their full extent. No, it won't. The defender Killjoy lockdown has been destroyed, and the attacker one, well, it detains nobody. So right now, all the members of Morph Impact, they're pushing from heaven, one from gardens, they're looking for those kills. Frizz is right there, he dashes away. You do have the Killjoy from garden, and Raf will be good for one. Frizz with the second. Soulmate all alone under heaven. He has been spotted. He kills one. How many more can he get? None. So that is that. Morph Impact will be getting their 12th round on board.
That's going to be a match point, ladies and gentlemen. And it looks like that they're getting closer to something that I predicted out to be. Well,
Match point.
I guess my predictions can turn out to be right, but it's still not over yet. I'm not going to give up on Exploit. We cannot. Exploit, we know what they're capable of. And we
Yes.
need to see them bring this back. But unfortunately, CCV, look at the economy coming out from the side of Exploit.
It's a bit of a yikes. There's no comfortable way around it. But Morph Impact, yeah, their economy is doing well and good.
It's not
Or
just a
it's-
yikes. It's a big yikes. It's like yikes.
It certainly is. And right now, Exploit, well, they still, whatever gun they have to play for it. That is the case. There's nothing, they can't play around that factor. Now, looking at this attack, you do have HSB by himself towards Garden. He'll be dumping his utility and Shooter will join him very quickly. So this is good. You have your Initiator, you have your Entry Fragger, and they will take Garden control. I do like this. On towards A main is where you have Shaka as the controller. So this is a very standard setup. However, the problem is that Nave with this skill has completely broken the spearhead of the attack. Soulmate gets one and Soulmate downs Nave. He has been pulled into the gravity well and I don't think he'll be surviving. Yeah, no, he doesn't. King gets one, but Raf is also there with a shock dart. The spike is about to be planted. As a matter of fact, it will. And Morph Impact versus Exploit. It is a 2 versus 2 with King now down to 25 HP.
King is critically low and he's bleeding. Internally, we're going to be seeing Raf take down HSB. I want this one.
My God.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Prisnats as he goes in for that right click on the Blade Storms. 13-7. And GGWP spams come in the chat. As Morph Impact are going to be your winners of this best of 3 matchup against Exploit. They're going to take the win. They're going to face off against the side of Action PH in the next round of the upper brackets. And Team Exploit are going to face off Global Esports in the lower brackets.
That is, I mean, both those matches are going to be interesting to see. Exploit versus Global, we've seen it plenty of times. But Action Peach versus Impact, Action Peach being from Philippines and Morph Impact from Indonesia. Well, we'll figure about that. We'll talk about the future matches later on as well. But right now, Morph Impact players, well, they still know that they have a long journey in the entire playoffs. And, they still have serious faces. But they still should rejoice, absolutely rejoice, the hard-fought victory that they have taken on the map of Icebox and on the map of Ascent as well. They have absolutely seared through everything. Whatever Exploit threw at them, they dealt with it and they shattered it. And also they shattered the dream of Exploit moving on into the upper brackets as well. And they moved them down to the depths and down to the hell that is called the lower bracket. Global, Exploit, both of them only have a single chance right now. They have to fight their way through. And one of those teams will be exiting the tournament. But right now, we do see Team Exploit exiting and entering, all sorts of kills into these highlights. We started off and this pistol round, Morph Impact, this was the cleanest pistol round I've seen. No chaos. This felt like a John Wick movie to me. Just ghost kills left, right and center, silenced headshots, and there was no chaos whatsoever.
Well, I wouldn't completely say there wasn't chaos, but yeah. It was quite chaotic. It became chaotic during the middle, in my opinion. Towards the mid round, towards the mid game part, it got messy. I'm just out of words here because I still can't process this. I was expecting Exploit to, do a little bit more on the map of Ascent. Of course, defense had to be where they had to shine, but nah, Morph Impact. Like, after that initial couple of rounds coming out from the side of Exploit, Morph Impact, they just completely outshone the side of Exploit. It was so good to see Morph Impact getting all of these kills. Like, there was absolutely no way out for the side of Exploit whatsoever. Like, all of these clips you would see, Soulmate and the rest of the gang from the side of Exploit doing really good, but then there comes the immediate switch up, right? You would see Morph Impact trying to just get all these frags with their split approach. Everything was so well coordinated and well synergized. And somehow, Exploit, they just couldn't get that same energy back into the matchup that they had at the start. Like, something happened and they just, I don't know what happened. It just switched. Side of Exploit then went ahead and faced off a lot of demise. Morph Impact, they were just absolutely outclassing them every round in terms of the gunfights. And they're finding themselves in positions where Exploit, they just couldn't do anything because Morph Impact had so much map control.
Yeah, even after the side switch as well, that's when, the side of Exploit, they started making the comeback. Bit by bit, they started building up the rounds that they had lost and they were almost there. But then Morph Impact won that ever so crucial 10th round and they got onto double digits. and after that, it was extremely difficult to stop them. Right now, we are still seeing the aftermaths of the first half, the final 2 rounds, and even here, it's pretty clear that, after the full buy, Morph Impact were looking way too strong on their attack, ending their attack half on Ascent 8-4. It really speaks volumes, as right now, we saw the final round, good utility usage from Exploit, HSB as well, on the Breach, one of the best Breach players in South Asia right now, and Breach players as well, they are a rare breed. We don't see a lot of them. Recently, well, we are going to see the fight, when we do see Global up against the side of Exploit, and we do go to the map of Send, I absolutely want to see HSB up against Hellranger and both of them playing the breaches. That is going to be something I am really looking forward to. And obviously we've got Shooter and SK Rossi. I mean, come on, why is anyone not going to watch that? But other than that, coming back to Exploit up against Morph Impact, yeah, the second half started, Exploit won the pistol, they won the anti-eco, and after that as well, they won their 7th round, again in a pretty dominating manner. Morph Impact, they were trying everything they had, but it still wasn't enough to some extent. This, though, was the round where they got multiple kills. And as soon as they got their 10th round, then things just started entirely crumbling and falling apart for Exploit.
True that. The side of Morph Impact, as soon as they went in on towards the defense, things just looked a lot better for them. And especially after that pause coming out from the side of Morph Impact as well, Exploit, it seemed like they just couldn't. They just couldn't carry that exact same momentum that they had before. It was just pretty darn easy for the side of Morph Impact to just finish things off, and it's like it's something that we can't really go ahead and explain, but yeah, Exploit today was just not their day. To put it simply out there, today was just not their day, and it happens. It's absolutely fine. They still have another chance. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. The stats powered by the Spike.gg. And yeah, Morph team, like, just look at the stats coming out from them. Like, so even. 18 kills, 19 kills, 18 kills, 13 kills, 11 kills. Everyone did their part, but from the side of Exploit, well, a few players did, but Shaka just couldn't live up to that power that he used to have before. Like, not today,
Yeah.
but before he used to have that. Even on the Astra, he used to just, play fantastic.
I would make the argument as well that both Frizz and Shooter had a bit of a quieter map on the Ascent when compared to Icebox. Icebox, they were completely going ham.
Oh, yeah,
But in
right,
this
true.
case, yeah, though they were still the only duelist on their side. Again, both of these teams, they were running double initiator. They weren't running double duelist. So being as the dive, being as the jet, not performing the best, that can be a bit, again, it puts pressure on your other teammates. For the case of, Morph, the other teammates, they could handle the pressure, as did Ney, Raf, and then HNF as well. But for the side of Exploit, yeah, sure, HSB got 20 kills. Absolute stunning performance. In my mind, HSV was the MVP of this map. His team may not have won, but his utility usage compared with the fact and, configured with the fact that he got the most amount of kills, he was absolutely the best player on the map of Ascent today. There is no denying that. There's no argument against that whatsoever. I thoroughly enjoyed really watching HSB play and just get all of those kills. But other than that, for the side of Team Exploit, yeah, we could have, again, gunfights it was the biggest factor in this matchup. It wasn't always strategy. It played a big element, but it wasn't the biggest element. It was just down to gunfights. And Morph, they just end up winning more of them, plain and simple.
Absolutely. See, everything's not lost here yet, right? I mean, the side of Exploit, they can still make their way back. All they have to do is just win out that match against our Global Esports. It's not going to be an easy task because Global Esports themselves, they are pretty darn good. We are going to talk about
yeah.
Global Esports and Exploit a little bit later. Let's move over towards the map recap and take a quick look at what exactly happened in this best of 3. 13-10 on the map of Icebox, Morph Impact take it away. 30-7 on the map of Ascent, Morph Impact take it away as well. We are now going to go to Breeze. And yeah, I mean, I guess the prediction actually came to be true, CCV.
Kind of, sort of. Both of us said Morph Impact win. So see, my prediction in Icebox was 13-10 win for Exploit, but half of that came true. Now my prediction in Ascend was Morph Impact win 13-10, but the Morph Impact part came true. So let's just combine both of them together, and I said Morph Impact win 13-10, and kind of sort of that's exactly what happened. So I can consider myself a prediction god. So I wouldn't mind if people associate that title with me. I'd be happy with that.
Uh, Absolutely. Let's move over to his brackets now, ladies and gentlemen, because we really don't want to, be on the map recap screen and upset the fans coming out from the side of Exploit. I mean, I know there were a lot of emotions going into the game, and we thought that Exploit are going to be able to do this against the side of Morph. They're going to be able to win, but it's just tough luck, and it's completely fine. Exploit, they're going to be facing off against the side of Global Esports, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that lower bracket. That match is going to be happening really, really soon. In order to not miss it, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like and subscribe button, and of course, hit the bell notification icon to never miss another update. Also, follow the socials coming out from the side of the Esports Club to get the notification and updates regarding that game. But Morph Impact are going to be the ones to face off against the side of Action PH in the upper bracket match, which is going to be happening soon after we are done with Alter Ego versus FS Esports and Fallen 5 versus Enigma Gaming.
Oh, I'm still looking very much forward to these two. Yeah, Alter Ego FS, Fallen 5 Enigma. Fallen 5 as well, they have just come up extreme. I mean, I'm sure for the Southeast Asian viewers and who are familiar with the team, they know about Fallen 5, but for all of us, they have popped up out of nowhere. And they have taken the bracket by storm. But right now, I am really looking forward to tomorrow's matches as well. The upper bracket is shaping up to be good. The lower bracket, already the one match. Global up against Exploit, one of the best teams from India right now, the best team from Pakistan right now. It is going to be an absolutely very interesting affair and a very interesting best of three to look forward to. But other than that, I'd say that, I'm really expecting big things in terms of the playoffs.
Absolutely. I mean, it started off on a rocky note, but I'm pretty sure for all the South Asian fans, we have got more. I mean, the battle is not over yet. Lower bracket playoffs is gonna start up as well. We're gonna be seeing the quarterfinals happen, then the semifinals and the grand finals. We have got a lot going on, so don't worry. Your favorite teams, Global Esports and Exploit, are not out yet. They still have another chance. So all they have to do is just go back to the drawing board, figure out what exactly they did wrong, come back stronger, and beat the same teams that them down to the lower brackets. That is exactly how the story is going to be. We're going to be seeing the lower bracket runs really, really soon. But before that, the upper brackets have to be concluded, and that is going to be done in the coming days. In order to not miss any of that action, I want you guys to go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit the like, hit the bell notification icon as well to never miss another update. Follow the socials coming out from the side of the Esports Club, and also support Intel and Cosmic Byte, because without them, this 20,000 US dollars or approximately 15 lakh Indian rupees tournament wouldn't have been here in the first place. So huge shout out to the side of Intel and Cosmic Byte. Please check out the brand new gaming laptops powered by the Intel Core i5, i9 processors and become the best at your game, because you know that gaming happens with Intel. Also, some of the best peripherals out there coming out from the side of Cosmic Byte. Everything is linked down in the description below. Please do go ahead and check them out. Help out. I mean, just support our sponsors, because of them, we are getting all of this support, all of this recognition from the region as well, and this platform for all these teams to come together and showcase who's the best. Well, with that, any closing thoughts before I go ahead and close it off, CCV?
Honestly, no. Today's matches were amazing. We had that win early on in the day as well. Action PH won against Global Esports 2-0. That was very interesting. That was in the afternoon. Here in the evening as well, 2-0. So again, we are not going to decider maps. I'm not a big fan of that. I like decider maps. I like everything going down to the wire. Very entertaining. Hopefully, we see that in the lower bracket finals and lower bracket generally, not just the finals, where teams will be fighting for their lives. And we will also be seeing which other teams end up in the lower brackets and further move up the ladder in tournament and make the progress happen. But until then, yeah, Assassin, those are the closing thoughts from my end.
Absolutely. Well, with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be seeing you guys tomorrow at the same time, 1 p.m. and 5 p.m. Two best of threes should be pretty much the upper bracket matches that we have got left. So, yep, we are just gonna bid farewell for now. Me and CCV. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. Until then, goodbye, good night, sweet dreams, happy gaming.
Hey guys, this is Raka and welcome to the Streamer Reviews where gaming streamers gonna review the best new gaming laptops in the market. And today we are looking at the Intel powered Asus ROG Zephyrus S17, a laptop which stands for its amazing multitasking capabilities. As a streamer, I need my system to stream, game, record all at the same time. Having tested it, I'm quite thrilled that this laptop can actually handle it. And if you're wondering how, it is all thanks to the 11th gen Intel Core i9 processor, which gives your laptop a desktop caliber performance. With 8 cores, 16 threads and Intel Turbo Boost Max technology 3.0, it is capable of running several tasks without worrying about bottlenecks. So multitasking also leads to some heating issues, but luckily the S17 has its active aerodynamic system plus, which improves the airflow and enables long hours of streaming while keeping it cool. While choosing for a laptop, I also look for fast connectivity options for my accessories such as Stream Deck and capture card. But thankfully, the S70's Intel Thunderbolt 4 is very sorted in this regard. This one port lets me connect to all my accessories easily thanks to its blazing fast bandwidth speed up to 40 Gbps. Overall, I think the Asus Zephyrus S17 is a great laptop for streamers, gamers, or anyone with the similar needs. So what are you waiting for? Bring yours home today.
Hi guys, this is Zaya and welcome to Streamer Reviews, where gaming streamers review the best new gaming laptops. Gamers are an impatient bunch, and I've got a laptop just for you. Let's look at the top 3 reasons why the Acer Predator Helios 300 is perfect for the impatient gamer. Number 1. Its 11th gen Intel Core i7 processor, which brings out the potential of the GPU's high-speed GDDR6 memory to ensure faster experience with higher frame rates and lower latency. Gamers hate long load times. That's why our second reason is the Helios 300's 2TB PCIe SSD. The SSD operates at PCIe Gen 4 speeds, giving you incredible read-write speeds for a faster response time. If all this wasn't enough, check out reason number 3. The 5th gen Aeroblade 3D technology plus Vortex Flow, which lets you say goodbye to heating issues. Shout out to the Predator Sense dashboard, which lets you monitor your system, overclock, and customize everything instantly from one place. I think it's clear that this system is geared for super fast results. Get your Acer Helios 300 powered by 11th gen Intel Core processor now.
Hey guys, this is Raka and welcome to the Streamer Reviews where gaming streamers gonna review the best new gaming laptops in the market. And today we are looking at the Intel powered Asus ROG Zephyrus S17, a laptop which stands for its amazing multitasking capabilities. As a streamer, I need my system to stream, game, record all at the same time. Having tested it, I'm quite thrilled that this laptop can actually handle it. And if you're wondering how, it is all thanks to the 11th gen Intel Core i9 processor, which gives your laptop a desktop caliber performance. With 8 cores, 16 threads and Intel Turbo Boost Max technology 3.0, it is capable of running several tasks without worrying about bottlenecks. So multitasking also leads to some heating issues. But luckily, the S17 has its active aerodynamic system plus, which improves the airflow and enables long hours of streaming while keeping it cool. While choosing for a laptop, I also look for fast connectivity options for my accessories such as Stream Deck and capture card. But thankfully, the S70's Intel Thunderbolt 4 is very sorted in this regard. This one port lets me connect to all my accessories easily thanks to its blazing fast bandwidth speed up to 40 Gbps. Overall, I think the Asus Zephyrus S17 is a great laptop for streamers, gamers, or anyone with the similar needs. So what are you waiting for? Bring yours home today.
Hi guys, this is Zaya and welcome to Streamer Reviews, where gaming streamers review the best new gaming laptops. Gamers are an impatient bunch, and I've got a laptop just for you. Let's look at the top 3 reasons why the Acer Predator Helios 300 is perfect for the impatient gamer. Number 1. Its 11th gen Intel Core i7 processor, which brings out the potential of the GPU's high-speed GDDR6 memory to ensure faster experience with higher frame rates and lower latency. Gamers hate long load times. That's why our second reason is the Helios 300's 2TB PCIe SSD. The SSD operates at PCIe Gen 4 speeds, giving you incredible read-write speeds for a faster response time. If all this wasn't enough, check out reason number 3. The 5th gen Aeroblade 3D technology plus Vortex Flow, which lets you say goodbye to heating issues. Shout out to the Predator Sense dashboard, which lets you monitor your system, overclock, and customize everything instantly from one place. I think it's clear that this system is geared for super fast results. Get your Acer Helios 300 powered by 11th gen Intel Core processor now.